to 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bag. Big sexy. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, pig, woo, pig, podcast, 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 woo, pig, woo, pig, woo, 501, baby, pig, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, pig, shout out to fans, man, woo, pig, keep the support alive, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, pig, woo, pig.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Woo Pig Podcast, coming to you live from the Insurance Max Studios, where we talking about everything Arkansas Razorback football and basketball every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday. You gonna catch us one day on the weekend. Make sure you check us out on the website, though, at thewoopig.com. I do want you to experience peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait. Call today for a free, no-obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what matters most. 870-534-2823. Give my guy Wes, Caleb, and Sandy a call. They're going to take real good care of you. You know where you can find the Woo Pig Podcast. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, man. We even on Rumble. Make sure you subscribe to us on all those platforms. If you enjoy the audio-only version, you can find us everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, but we really rock with Spotify. You can switch between audio and video over there. Make sure you go run that up for your boys. Can't forget about the OG sponsor, 3M Electric, serving Northwest Arkansas. They are your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor. As a SDV, OSB, they dependable and reliable with no job too big or small when it comes to your electrical needs. Man, contact 3M Electric, 479-408-9865. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. They got something special for you. And we got to give a quick shout out to our other sponsor, Remax Platinum, serving Central and South Arkansas. You looking to find your dream home or sell a property hassle-free? Man, look no further than Remax Platinum. They got client satisfaction because that's their top priority. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Melody and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. Ready to take that step? Contact Melody, 501-366-4407. Let Remax Platinum turn your real estate dreams into reality. Don't wait, call now. And Texan Mosquito Systems, baby. You got mosquitoes that's ruining your outdoor fun. Texan Mosquito Systems got the solution for you. They got fully automated mosquito misting systems that are designed to keep your property mosquito-free year-round. Whether it's for your home or your business, they got professionally designed and installed systems to ensure you can enjoy your outdoor space without pesky interruptions. Texan Mosquito Systems can facilitate every aspect of your system, no matter where you live. Contact Texan Mosquito Systems. That is a mouthful to say. 713-344-1984. You can send them a DM on Instagram, Texan Mosquito Systems, for a free yard evaluation. Reclaim your outdoor space today. Woo, Arkansas fans, we got 63 dropped on our head, man. And we here to talk about it, man. We gonna have a little therapy session today, a little rant today. But off the top of the dome, man, we talking about Green, Taylen Green, Malachi Singleton, man. We putting it to bed tonight. We gonna talk about that defense we got from T. Will. And we gonna talk about who the worst DB on the team. We just gonna go ahead and we gonna put that to bed too. And we gonna talk about the desperation of our university and why we keep putting up with getting 63 dropped on our head, losing by 45. Man, we talking about it today. And are you ready to move on? We gonna talk about that. And how they disrespected us. Ole Miss they celebrating during the game. This is the intro. They celebrated us during the game, man. We gonna talk about that too. But before we get into all that, man, you already know who I got in the building.
Hey, what it do, Woo Pig family? It's your boy, G Holmes in the building, and I'm coming. You gonna holler for me. Yeah, let's get to it. Man, you know that's but let's go get box.
No, go ahead, cook. Let's go.
But you know, today, man, I'm just drinking bourbon. I'm drinking up. You know, I'm back on the Wolf of Double Oak. Cause man, I'm out here, man, smoking some pork butts, man. I'm smoking 3 pork butts and some ribs. So if I get up during the show, man, I'm watching my temperatures, man. I got all my little temperatures right there, my chamber temps. I got 3 butts on here. I'm watching the temps. So I will be getting up, just, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm a cook, man. You know,
blame me because I changed the time.
Hey,
I was like, we need more time to cook today.
See, I'm
blame
out here,
me.
I got my spritzer, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here working, bro. This dude got me up here, man. I'm here for you, though. I'm here for you.
Hey, man, but always, we usually got the bad little brother, but you know the bad little brother doing bad little brother things.
Bad little brother stuff, bro. Bad little brother stuff.
But we got the box squad.
What up, Pop?
God damn.
I love it.
we talking about it tonight, man.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get into it, bro. Hey, man, the Razorbacks got destroyed.
They got their panties pulled down, bro.
Man,
Dang.
but you know what? It's the same old thing, just a different day.
Bruh.
But Ole Miss broke records on us today, man. 63-31, bro.
Watkins had 5 touchdowns, bro.
Hey, man, let me ask y'all. Earlier this year, we went to a game where we dropped 70 on the team, and we left. Probably one throw into the second half. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine being at that game, watching 63 get dropped on your dome from another SEC team that you're in the same conference with? Can you imagine that, bro?
I wouldn't have watched that. I've been gone at halftime. So I wouldn't have seen 63.
I wouldn't have seen that.
You would have saw 35 though.
I'd have heard it. I would have heard it, but I wouldn't have seen it.
Oh man. So it's just bad, bro. This is bad all the way around.
You know who I feel bad for? Hold on, I'm gonna cut y'all, but I didn't mean to cut y'all, but you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Quinn Grovey.
Well, he rolling around his grave right now.
Bro, Quinn rolling around his grave right now, man. I'm talking about, bro, and he got to sit there and call this whole game. He can't even leave. He can't even leave. He got to sit there and call it. Man, and not have a bad attitude, man. We for all the people that can't say nothing, we gonna say it for you. Don't worry about it. We got you. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it.
But man,
Hey, y'all remember that text I sent y'all last night about that high school game at halftime?
mm-hmm.
Yup.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were gonna get 63 scored on us today. Hey, when I text y'all and say, hey, Greenwood got 63 points at halftime, honestly, since we've been on group chat, I never ever have seen a high school score.
No.
That was the first time. And here we go. We let them score 6-3 on us.
At home, bro. At home. I mean, it would have been so many. I mean, penalties, bro. They weren't even mad. It would have been so many penalties, personal foul penalties, because I'm mad, bro. They wasn't even tripping. That's terrible, man. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I didn't watch the press conference. Did you?
I did.
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear what he got to say.
I watched a little bit when he said that Singleton took control.
Let's get into that. Let's get into that first topic, man. Green and Singleton, man. We saw Taylen Green get hurt with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. What was your first reaction when you saw Taylen Green get hurt? Honestly, be honest. What's your first reaction?
My first reaction was if he can walk, he gonna play.
Mm-hmm. G, what about
That's
you?
what I said. I was like, well, I don't know, man. They put him in the tent. I was like, dang, he got his shoe off. Ooh. I was like, man, Well, if he can get that shoe back on, he gonna be back. That's what I was thinking.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. When I saw him get hurt, I said, man, I hate to see him get hurt, but
We won't win.
I was like, yes, yes.
Oh, I mean, we ain't supposed to say that, bro.
We won't win.
Well, I wanted Singleton to come in, but if Dude can walk, Sam Pittman gonna put him in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Honestly, I think at halftime, but Trino said, "No, you ain't going back in." That's what I think.
Yeah, that could be true.
Well, this is the catch, man. I was excited to see the quarterback that we've been wanting to get some looks at since probably the second game of the season. We've been wanting to see Malachi Singleton. And we got a glimpse of Malachi Singleton. And I ain't gonna hold you. I love what I saw in Malachi Singleton. He was stepping up in the pocket when he could.
Man.
He was running through dudes.
Oh, man.
He wasn't going
He
as
was
box
seeing the
say 20
holes.
yards back to throw the ball 5 yards.
Bruh.
Malachi Singleton.
I noticed how he I like him, but do you see how he also, in that botched play, he actually ran in the hole his man should have ran in. He still saw it. You know what I'm saying? That's IQ. He didn't panic because the hole was there. You know what I'm saying? So I like that part about him too.
Pittman said in the press conference, he was throwing the ball for the receivers to even turn around.
Well, that's what a good quarterback does.
That's what a good quarterback does.
Yeah.
Dude, his passing, you can just see the difference. And so you can see the difference. I mean, when he run down the line of scrimmage, cut up. Green run back, over, then cut up. And everybody that's saying that this dude can't run, this dude broke off a 60-yard run, outrun everybody, and it should have been a touchdown. He can run just as good because his running is more effective. He a more effective runner than Green.
Yeah. I don't even care about the running part. I just like the fact that he throws the ball before the receiver is actually open. He throwing the ball before the dude even break. I mean, Luke Haas was getting balls. Andrew Armstrong was getting balls. He was throwing outside the numbers, inside. He was throwing some good balls. He threw one that he missed the touchdown on, but it didn't matter. I mean, it was just good to see him out there, and it was good to see somebody actually run the offense, man.
It was one play that I seen that I said, well, he ready. That little step up to throw to the running back. Green haven't did that all year. He would have sit back there, either ran back or got sacked, but that just let that little bit of step up, it was it. And people forget, that was a 75-yard drive. And look how many times that we in the red zone with Singleton playing. Then we out of the red zone when Green playing. Yeah, Green was 10 or 14 for 150 yards, but that was from the 30 to the 30. And so, but hey, check out this stats though. This dude had 200-yard passing. He almost led us in rushing in a half. He was 5 yards away from tying Dubian and rushing for a half of work. That's productivity. And everybody sit here and say, well, he was up against the scrubs. Ole Miss didn't put their scrubs out there to 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I just watched the game again.
You know, I actually got a segment that we're going to talk about that. So let me read my super chats. And we're going to come back and read the super chats. We appreciate everybody who support the channel. Who we got here? Man, JD in the building, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. A member of the You Pick podcast, man. We appreciate you. He said, man, we're going to hand them 63. Yeah, coach. Man. Woo, we got 63 dropped on our dome. David Dalton in the building. Appreciate you supporting the channel. He said, get that grease hot. Let's cook. We about to cook them, baby. Bobby Shees in the building. We appreciate you supporting the channel. He said T Will's defense is super trash, bruh. Big trash. Absolutely. Trash. Ken Phillips in the building. Where we at? Ken Phillips says, terrible defense. Singleton shows that he throws better than Green and can get it in the end zone. Overall, we look like caca. Sam should not be here anymore. I am tired. Bruh. Everybody tired today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
God damn.
Oh, boy. Sunshine hit us up with the 50 ball, baby. Man, we appreciate you supporting the channel, bro. He said, woo. He said, I know this show is going to be more entertaining than that game. Terrible and flat out embarrassing. Bruh, what you said, 100%.
Hey, OD.
Yes, sir.
I think that's his wife.
I don't know who's who in this picture, man.
Well, she put in the comments earlier. She said her husband, so that's a woman.
Okay, cool. I can never tell, so I can tell. So here we go. We appreciate you, Miss Sunshine, for supporting the channel. Bobby Shee's in the building again. He said Jackson should have spiked Dark on the head on that sack in the fourth. You cannot let them come into your house and disrespect you like Ole Miss and Kiffin did. I said what I said.
Too late for that.
Bruh.
My question is, why Jackson wait till the fourth quarter to get a sack?
Travis Adar in the building, man. He says, I was thinking about calling the police and asking for a missing persons report for Coach Marcus Woodson and the entire secondary group. Boy, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Oh my God. Oh.
God damn.
Oh.
Sarge.
Sarge that came. He did say, what? Oh, somebody hold my beer.
God damn.
He said, I expect. Hey, man. That's
The Sarge.
boy, he done hit us up. Hey, man. Sarge, we appreciate you, dog. That boy said, I expect to see Sam Pittman resignation on 100-year check desk tomorrow morning. Hey, salute to you, Sarge. Salute to you for supporting the channel, man. Jeez. Chase Dalton, he says, don't care what anyone says, T. Will is not that good of a defensive coordinator. LSU and Ole Miss proves that. Well, y'all asked for it. So
I got
we got
something
to
to say about that once we get to that subject, though.
It's coming right now. We got to bring him in. Let me switch to the 2 since G ain't here. We're going to switch him out. And we're going to put the box squad over here. We ain't gonna even worry about the name. Y'all know who Boxy is. Since y'all asked for it, so here it is. We gonna bring it. We gonna bring T. Will in front of the congregation, man. Hey, why do we keep getting carved up every single week?
I wanted T. Will the head coach. I don't know more. I think his luster done fell off. But I was sitting here thinking, I'm not going to not blame him for what happened. T. Will, the linebacker coach, all linebackers is doing great. T. Will, secondary coaches, and defensive line coach, Deke Adams, suck. But as far as his position, they kicking butt. And so it's 50% on him and 50% on his coaches. But I mean, his players is doing their job. His position coaches players not doing their job. Mike Will,
I can't even say he doing his job.
Linebackers playing. Linebackers supposed to be in the weakest position on the team. Let everybody tell it.
Box. I can't say I just want to show this right here, man. I'm about to show this defense, and I got some photos that I can't show the video of the game, but I can show. I think this the play right here. I'm gonna show this is at the beginning of the game. This play right here. Who man is this? Can somebody tell me who man this is? This tight end? Anybody know? Put it in. I want any looking at this play, who man is this?
You know what defense they in?
Yeah, you can look at the defense, you can tell what they in. Just by looking at it. You see who lined up and where they lined up. Who man is this tight end?
Yeah, but how we know that linebacker ain't got the running back and that safety ain't got the tight end?
I'm asking you, I know that's what you don't know, but the defender knows. The defender knows, hey, this is my guy, right? He know, or it's a zone, right? So I'm gonna go to the next clip. I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna ask you now. On this clip right here, who man is this? You see the running back and you see what the linebacker doing. Who man is it, Box?
That tight end is being passed off to the safety and the linebacker going to that running back.
What in the world is TJ Metcalf doing? Because I'm about to show you the next play. I'm about to show you the next clip.
Well, that ain't TJ Metcalf right there, though.
That's Sorry. But I don't know who Sorry is supposed to be checking. But if you look at that first clip, you can tell he shouldn't be on the linebacker. He shouldn't be on the tight end because the linebacker closest is taking the running back. So that ain't his man. Okay, so on the next one, let me bring up the next clip. This one right here. So I don't know what Sorry is actually doing. This TJ Metcalf right here, he done ran a first down. That's 12, 13 yards right there. So why is TJ Metcalf so far off this dude?
They've been getting burnt all day.
This the beginning of the game.
Hey, OD, you know all them players you showing, all that is irrelevant because if you look at the defense line to the quarterback, we ain't getting no pressure, bro. You showing all this stuff. You won't know how long he been back there. You showing all these plays.
It
we
wasn't
ain't
that
getting
long,
no
bro.
pressure.
It wasn't that
we ain't
long.
getting no pressure.
It didn't matter.
We
It didn't
ain't
matter
getting
about the
none.
pressure. It didn't matter
What do
about
you
the
mean
pressure,
don't
Box.
matter?
Listen to me, Box. That particular play didn't matter about pressure. It was right off the top of it was first read. The problem is TJ Metcalf got to come down and get that. You can't just sit there and what are you doing? It was either TJ, it had to be TJ Metcalf. Because if I bring up that first picture again, there's no way because he motioned in. So that's got to be TJ Metcalf's guy. He motioned in today. You come out and you are not ready to play.
Well, like I said, I say 50% T-Will, 50% position coaches. I'm not going to sit here and blame it all on T-Will.
You can't blame T-Will for the guys not being in the right place.
You can't blame him for getting burned either.
I can't blame him for that defense he was running. It was big trash.
Bro, they had one wide receiver with 258 yards. One. That was on he scored that on two DBs. It was the Butterfly Man and Hudson Clark.
Hey, I'm saying what I'm saying. The players was trash. And the DBs and the coaches was bad.
Well, that's the reason I just can't blame 100% on T-Will. That's why I'm giving him 50%.
I'll take that. But the same thing happened in the LSU game. We was trash.
The same thing gonna happen next week. 2 weeks from now.
So moving, I'm gonna bring in this third topic on this because it all goes together. Worst DBs ever. I don't know what happened to G. He must have fell off. He's not even in here no more. Worst DBs ever, man.
This is gonna be
Who
easy.
is the worst DB on this team? Hudson Clark, Cuddy Robinson, or Jaheim Singletary?
Robinson.
In the beginning of the game, he picked on Jaheim Singletary right off the bat.
Yeah, but who they score on?
They scored
You
on
can pick on
Robinson.
somebody. Who they scored on Robinson? Who LSU
Twice.
score on? Who LSU score on?
I don't even remember back that far.
Robinson. Remember? You remember? You remember?
Hey, I remember. We gonna bring in some people here, man. I don't know where G at.
Hey, he checking that temperature.
We gonna bring in Tonka Todd.
Tonka Todd, that stuff getting long, boy.
We gonna bring in. Hold up, man. Where's the Sarge at?
Muted. Tonka Todd.
I know. I'm proud. I'm proud of this big boy.
No shade November, baby.
Man, we gonna bring in the Sarge. I'm gonna take those names off y'all here in just a minute. Tonka Todd, I want you to tell me, man, who the worst DB we got, man?
Robinson.
Sarge, who the worst DB we got?
Robinson. I mean, Clark is running close second, but Robinson is definitely the worst.
Man, I don't. To me, at this point, Jaheim Singletary almost got to be the de facto worst DB we got. He
didn't get
never
scored on.
He never makes a play, Box. When the last
didn't
time
get
you
scored-
seen Jaheim Singletary actually make a play?
Well, the
Hudson
last
Clark
time
makes plays all the time.
Yeah, Hudson Clark got 7 points on him. So did Robinson. Jakeem, he didn't get no points on him. So I'm all about who scored on who. That would make them worse to me.
Because he got if you said you watched the game again, right?
Yeah.
After the second play of the game, Singletary got yanked. And they
What
put
about the rest of
Robinson in the
What about
spot.
the rest of the game? You talking about he got yanked after the first play. So we talking
He
about the
did.
rest of the game. We talking about the whole rest of the game. So you back to your point, he didn't even play. But you
he
you
was
saying
playing.
he the worst?
They was getting cooked equally.
No, it wasn't equally. It was Robinson. Then it was Clark. Period.
They both big trash. Now, I want to go back to this thing here, Tonka. I want to get your opinion, man, real quick.
Okay.
On this, let me bring it up again. I know you used to be the coach. Whose man is this, Tonka? Can you tell me?
The guy in motion here.
Yeah, the tight end.
That depending on what the call is, that's either going to be the safety or the linebacker.
So I'm gonna hit the next picture.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this? Wrong one. This is the second picture. You see what this linebacker's doing? He's taking the running back.
Right. So that means the safety should be coming up to play this tight end.
Why is he so far off the ball?
But it's the same issue Arkansas had against LSU. They play off, but they don't want to break in on the ball. They're so intent on keeping everything in front of them. They're not making plays on the ball.
In fact, they're softer than the other guy, my guy, or the pillow, my pillow guy's pillows.
I just don't get it. If you know that your personnel can't play a certain style of football, why are you putting them out there to fail? If you know they can't play man defense, why are you running man defense? It makes no sense to know I have cornerbacks that don't have speed yet, or I don't have help over the top, yet I still run man defense with a single high safety. And where's the safety on that play? Where's the other safety? Larry Worth made the tackle. But where's and he probably is playing the other safety spot, but why is he not in the middle of the field? If I know that the other guy needs to come down.
That's just poor execution on the play right there. Is what that is.
Tell me what y'all think about T. Wills, man. What you think about T. Will and what you think about the defense in the last 2 to 3 games? Yeah.
Go ahead, Tonka.
Well, at the last year, I had questions about T. Will's defense, and especially about how he was using his linebackers, wanting them to take on offensive linemen and not get skinny and get vertical, right? And then I went back and rewatched his defense, and I began to understand that he's looking for big linebackers that can stand up offensive linemen. That way, they can basically two gap. Okay. And I thought, okay, now I understand his philosophy. But what you're seeing these last 2 games is you're seeing the defense regress. You're seeing a square peg trying to be forced in a round hole. They've gotten away with what they do successfully, and now they're trying to get cute on defense, and T. Will needs to stop it, or he can be looking for another job real quick.
I think as Arkansas historically, just not this year, just not last year, our defense get worse as the season go on because they don't believe in playing nobody. They believe in sticking to the same people. And when you do that, you ain't creating no depth and players get hurt. And then when players finally get in there, they ain't never practiced or played against top competition, then it's a drop-off. But this, right. I mean, it happened before T. Will got there. It's been happening ever since Pittman been there. He don't like to substitute good players out. He like to keep them. He like to beat them in the ground. They don't practice during the week. That's when you see, when Singleton get in there, you see the miss up in handoff because he don't practice with the first team. That's when you see the snaps off until he get adjusted. And so I think that's the issue that we done had historically as a Razorback, as Arkansas. We get worse as the season goes on because we don't play nobody to create depth at the first part of the year.
I agree with you, Box, and I also think it's exposed. We get exposed early in the season, and the rest of the teams in the SEC just pile on and fit, and we have a real problem with making adjustments. And until we can make adjustments on the fly, they just figure out how to beat us and they just stick with it. Every team goes it. We're easy to plan for.
A better job of scouting Arkansas than Arkansas do scouting them.
Absolutely.
I mean, the people that's watching the game and on podcasts and everything else can tell you what's about to happen before the play happens. And you wondering, like, how come the defensive coordinators, position coaches ain't seeing the same thing from watching video film that we ain't even watching. We just going off something that we see a highlight from ESPN or Yahoo Sports, you know what I'm saying? And it's just pitiful. I mean, OD was sitting there saying, they got Clark on the island. They got Clark on the island. Watch. They finna use it. Bam. Sure enough, it's just the very first one that got stopped on the play. But then after that, they kept throwing the ball to Clark, and because Clark was over there by himself, and that wide receiver was eating him up.
Absolutely, man. Let me read my super chats. Me just 1 second here. I gotta get to them. We're gonna come back and cook a little bit more. Let's see who was on. Chase Dalton was the last one. Bobby Shee's in the building again. He says, come on, man. I'd rather drop a few bucks in the barbershop than on NIL for that dumpster fire on the hill. Ooh. I sent my boy Yurichek a message. I said, you better create a fund for firing Pittman. I said, I guarantee you people will donate to it.
They'll donate to that, John.
They'll donate to that. Hey, G. Holmes, Ole Miss just got some. Hold up, sir. G. Holmes, Ole Miss just smoked 80+ pork butts on the field, and you smoking some more on the grill. That's diabolical, brother.
Bro, what you said? Bro, what you said? They got 100 pork booties out there, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
That's a good one, bro. Shout out, man.
Hey man, shout out to Ross Rader in the building. He says, more than anything, how does he keep getting beat down at home and still have a job? Mermaid Man has to go. Man, bruh, what you said. We gonna talk about it. We got a whole segment devoted to it. Boss Hog in the building, man. He up here talking, but he hit us with the super. He says, I say OD should be the next head coach or next defensive coordinator. No. No.
That would be funny.
I am the worst person to ever be in a position of importance. I'm not political. I would be fired quick.
Next week.
Boy, I would be fired real quick because I'm just be like, man, hey, you big trash. I'd probably be out there with 35 players.
OD, hey, OD, you called out every play before it happened.
Because y'all sat there and watch. I mean, we had like 15 people watching the game today, and I'm sitting there telling them what's about to happen. I'm looking at him like this. He about to go here. Here's what he go, and what he do? He went right to him. I'm like, bruh. I'm telling you, I show up with a Madden playbook and do a better job than they do on a daily basis. Man, who's this? Kaziron. Hey, we appreciate you, man, with the super sticker, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. Little Joker in the building. He said that 6'6" is looking closer and closer. Hey, man. I'm low key rooting for Louisiana Tech, man.
Bro, don't you talking about he want the guillotine on after that one, don't you?
Bruh, I'm low
off with his head.
I'm low key rooting for Louisiana Tech because I need him to lose all 3 of these next games. I need all of them to be L's. Because if we
what's crazy is 6 and 6 shouldn't even matter.
We gonna get into it.
Really
I
should.
promise you, we gonna get into it. My boy, Kaziron, he says all need to go. Pitt, T. Will, Bobby, the O line. The DBs, the D line, the water boy, the ball boy, Chuck, Bo, the cheerleaders, turn to us talking into the barbecue. Hey, what he said?
Man, he talking about burn it all down and he won't eat Tusk.
Tusk was asleep at halftime.
Bruh, that's diabolical, man. He trying to barbecue the little pit. Go King Blee in the building, man. Appreciate your supporting the channel, bro.
Appreciate you, baby.
He said, DB straight garbage. Tired of these 3 stars. I'm with Box and Boss Hog. Blow this thing up. Singleton needs to start the rest of the season. If number 13 does that butterfly thing again, sit him.
Man, it shouldn't be no feathers left on that bird, man. I'm telling you, man, he would be getting cooked today.
Bruh.
You know, every time he does that, all in my mind, all I hear is butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
That's terrible, man. That's terrible, bro. I hope you're watching this, man. Don't do that no more,
man. Hey, Mr. Kick says, do they not practice ball security?
Yeah,
they got to hit multiple times with fumbles,
bro.
More punched out balls than I've ever seen in a game.
That was a touchdown right there for Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
That was a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Man,
and another one for Tesla.
No, the Malachi touchdown when he fumbled, that wasn't a touch. He was in the pocket. That came from the blind side. Tesla wasn't even a touchdown because he was finna get tackled.
Well, it would have led to a touchdown.
Oh, it's still
possibly
the Tesla thing still led to a touchdown. All of them did except Greens.
No, Tesla's went through the end zone and
yeah, that's right.
It was a touchback.
But Malachi, they still scored on that one.
Yeah.
That dude punched that ball hard on
Tesla.
He
did.
All right. Now I got everybody on the screen, man. Welcome to the show.
What's
we
up,
got
Mo?
SEC Mo in the building. We got Mo Rogan in the building. Hey, Mo, I'm glad you didn't go to the game, my boy. You muted.
I didn't waste my money, time, or gas on that, bro. And
Bruh.
I couldn't even get that ticket away, but I wouldn't even want to put nobody through that type of misery.
Dang, you couldn't even give
For
it
free.
away.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it
Bro,
was
do y'all-
terrible.
Bro, do y'all know how much tickets was? I'm talking about in good seats. They had got down to $45 and $50.
Yep.
Now, I can't leave this without getting everybody's take on this. Who is the worst cornerback on the team? Boss Hall.
You muted.
You muted.
I'm gonna say Hudson Clark because he's been consistent for the last few years. But if you talk about just for this game, who was the worst for this game?
Period. Who's the worst?
Oh, Clark, easy.
Tonka, you already said Cuddy. All right.
What's
Mo
Cuddy?
Robinson.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go with that same pick, man. I'm gonna say Cuddy Robinson, man. Ain't he, like y'all was just talking about Butterfly, man? Ain't he the one be twinkling his fingers and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him, and everybody behind him.
And the Sarge already said Robinson. G.
Bruh, I'm going to say Robinson, man, because at least Hudson Clark, he can be a great zone guy. I have seen Hudson Clark do great covering. This dude been getting cooked. And I'm talking about cooked. He shouldn't even have a celebration about nothing. I was watching that. I said, man, he better not celebrate nothing else. Like nothing else ever no more. You know what I'm talking about? Like no, ever. The way you was getting cooked, man. That was terrible, man. Don't put that on your mixtape.
Who brought that guy to Arkansas?
I don't know. He flooded in here with a bad wind.
He came from South Alabama.
Ooh.
And I mean,
He
we interviewed
the
him.
coaches, who?
As a person, I like him.
He a cool dude.
He got swag. I mean, he talked the game, but man, jeez.
Yeah, I'm not talking about him personally. We talking about his game. Terrible.
Super trash.
And Box, you said Cuddy as well, right?
Yeah, by far.
Okay.
Right now.
So we the overwhelming majority saying Cuddy Robinson got to be the worst DB we got. I think I said Jaheim Singletary, and Boss Hogg said Hudson Clark. So Hudson Clark is off the snide.
Yeah, he off.
Well, that's that on that, man. Let's move on to this other topic, man. I just want to talk about this for a minute because I want everybody to understand the expectations is that Pittman, if he went 6-6, was gonna be back. We said 7-5, right? But everybody saying 6-6, he was gonna get another shot. That's what's out here in these streets. But nobody really truly knows. But that's what they saying. And if that is the case, let's just say we go 6-6. What does that say about the Arkansas program to keep a guy who went 3-7, 9-4, 6-6, 4-8, and 6-6 again? And I'm not counting any bowl games.
Man.
Mediocre.
Yeah, they're not serious about football.
Yeah.
They know the fans still gonna show up regardless. Fans are still gonna show up regardless. I mean, yeah, the stadium holds 70-some thousand, at least 50 to 60,000 people. 50 to 60,000 people is still gonna show up no matter what. And he looking at it like, I guarantee you, still half of Arkansas, if not more than half, love Sam Pittman. 85%. Yeah, Sam Pittman is a good guy. He's just not a good coach, but he's a good guy, and that's what they going off of. He's a good guy. They paying him cheap money, and hey, we can jack the prices on that. I mean, because he said already in Little Rock, it ain't Sam's fault. It's NIL. It ain't Sam's fault. So when he said that, I knew, saying I just figured then Sam was coming back. And low key, yeah, I would like them to lose the rest of the games, but they gonna beat Louisiana Tech, and at 6-6, that's a bowl game. And if depending on who they get for that bowl game, if he win that one, that's a 7-6 record. They gonna keep it. Because a lot of people, I heard it on Touch Tie today. Well, I understand what they're saying. If we bring Pittman back, they give him 2 years under Bobby Petrino offense. Give him, it's gonna be better. Everything gonna be better. No, everything ain't gonna be better. It ain't. I mean, we thought everything was gonna be better this year. We back to the same old stuff.
How's your head coach going to tell the TV that they got a blue light special O-line and they got a Louis Vuitton defensive line? How you going to say that out loud?
What? He said
talk
that?
about that.
Yeah, he said that.
I was about to talk about that. Like, can I expound on that point real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Because at the beginning of the game, I'm glad you said that, Sarge, because this was the point that I wanted to bring up. At the beginning of the game, he was mic'd up, and the announcers were talking about how they talked to Sam Pittman and blah blah blah, and then he was like, "Well, yeah, man, we ended up getting a blue light special, and they went Louis Vuitton on us. They got a all world defensive line, and we got pretty much hand-me-downs on the offensive line." So he's basically saying that his offensive line is put together like a Walmart special, a blue light special, and they went out and got Louis Vuitton players. You know what I'm saying? Just basically talking bad about his own players that he went and got, like Carmona, Blackstock, all those guys.
He called his own players super trash.
Yeah, he did
it. Everybody on this panel knows what the word two-face means, right?
Yep.
Everybody knows what the word two-face means. Sam Pittman is a two-faced person, bro. For you to sit there and say, well, I like my guys, I like my team, this is a hell of a team. Bro, you want to sit here on public television not knowing that you mic'd up and talk about them boys behind their back and say they pretty much trash in comparison to what we're about to play, setting the stage for the butt whooping that we took. That's not a coach I want. And if anybody else wants him, y'all can keep it.
Hey, but I guarantee he about to lose that locker room, man, because I guarantee them the players done heard it. They heard it from their family, from their friends, and everything. What your head coach said about that.
And we wonder why we have a max exodus at the end of the season every year. Now we know some of it. Now we know how he really thinks.
Pittman janky, man. We was trying to tell y'all I'm telling you, last show, we telling y'all Pittman is janky, man. Y'all ain't know half
right
of
about it.
Bro, I'm telling you, y'all ain't know. We ain't gonna put him out there like that, but I'm telling you, he is.
Yeah. I mean, it's all gonna come out eventually.
It's gonna come out.
It's all gonna come out. But if Arkansas if they don't remove a man who really hasn't elevated the program, what does that say about our AD 100-year check, man?
Well, that's what I was just finna get on. At this point, it's Hunter's fault. At this point, Hunter been built up and he ain't there. He ain't the AD everybody think he is. Yeah, you was handed a must who wanted to get out and about and get to a bigger school. That was thrown in your lap. He pretty much got handed the same thing with Calipari because John Tyson was going to get him, regardless who was the coach. The baseball team was already in place. The track team was already in place. So if you really think about it, 100-year check ain't did a thing but raise prices for Arkansas.
Ooh, he
shooting shots big time.
So at this point, it's on 100-year check. Maybe he ain't the guy for the job. Maybe we need to get rid of him and Pittman at the same time.
Man, maybe it
because
needs to be a busload.
One thing you can say about Jeff Long, we might not been in the NIL, but that dude know how to raise some money.
Oh yeah.
I was coming out big time.
He went and asked 10,000 people for it. I need 10,000 feminists.
When they built all this stuff on the hill, when Jeff Long was there, he didn't ask us for nothing. He didn't raise concession prices. He went and got it.
That's right.
Sure did.
That's facts.
So let me.
You want to raise? You want to? So what he want to do? He gonna ask people for $100 when they ain't got $100. He gonna ask people $500,000 to put the slobbering hog on the floor when you should already be doing it anyway. and then you're gonna raise concession stand 3% when we ain't even winning that. We ain't playing that good. That's a bad AD right there. So he needs to go, and Pittman needs to go.
Box on it.
Preach
Hey,
it.
Box hot tonight.
Ain't he, man? Hey,
What,
man, I
what
gotta
about
go put
what
my
about the
other
rest of you
butt-
guys? What do you guys think about that, man? What does it say about Hunter Yurachek if y'all want to get in on that?
Well,
You could-
honestly, I think it shows that Hunter Yurachek does not take football seriously, that he doesn't know or understand the game of football, nor does he. I don't think he really cares about football. If so, he would already be making moves to replace Pittman. The university as a whole, I don't think cares about football as a program. I think all they care about is that SEC TV money. That's all they care about. And that you see that attitude though throughout the entire state, even on the high school level. High schools don't care about football, so why should the university, and vice versa. And I agree with Box. I think it's time for Hunter Yurachek to pack his bags and say adios. I think it's time for Pittman to go because look, okay, I'm going to try to say this without cussing, OD. Okay, so if I get through this without cussing, I deserve a gold medal. Pittman is straight lying to the face of parents when he's recruiting them because he's telling them, if you come to the Hill, I will take care of you. Case in point, Ty Washington lost his grandmother, was going through some things mentally due to the loss, went to the coaches and told them, I need some help. The coaches ignored him. If that was my son, I would be up there with my foot stuck so far up Sam Pittman's rear end, my toe would be giving him a prostate exam. A man that turns away a kid that, because at the end of the day, these are college kids. And when a college kid has enough gumption to come up to a grown man that's supposed to be his coach and say, look, I'm going through some things, I need help, and you turn him away, you do not need to be around college-age kids. You need to be off drinking a cold beer somewhere, Sam Pittman, and you need to get off the hill.
Did a good job, boss. I mean, tongue tied. You didn't cuss.
He felt it though. He felt like it.
Man, this is what I'll say, man. Either they know, they don't show, or don't care about what's really going on in Razorback Nation, man. Because at the end of the day, we've been singing this same song for the past decade, man. Since Bobby Petrino left, we've been living in mediocrity. Brett Bielema, Chad Morris. Now we dealing with Sam Pittman. Like, at some point, man, what are we going to do? At this point, man, there is literally nothing we can do other than stop supporting. I buy season tickets, but I don't get my money's worth. I ain't finna waste my money or gas going up there no more, man. I'm not. And the same thing is happening for so many other Razorback fans that drove all the way up there from wherever they went to this Ole Miss game to see 63 points dropped on our heads. So many of these people are wasting gas, wasting time, wasting money. Man, it's over with, bro. Either Hunter Yurachek can get it right or get gone. It's time for Sam Pittman to go, hands down. Sam Pittman is not going to elevate or do anything more than he already has for this team. He said when he got here, all he said was all he's focused on is getting the bowl games. And that's what we doing, getting the bowl games. It don't matter how ugly it is.
Barely.
Just get exactly. We getting the bowl games, all right, but he ain't done nothing there. He will not do anything more than what he's doing right now. And at the end of the day, the longer he stays here, the more he's showing his cards as a two-faced person, and I don't like it at all. I can't stand behind him.
Yeah. I want to know, does Sam Pittman know that Yurachek was on the Epstein list or something? I mean, why is he still here? I mean, it makes no sense to, as bad as he's been doing, a mediocre job he's been doing in the years that he's been here, somebody's got to have some dirt on somebody to let this keep going on without it. You know, this is an easy decision. This isn't even a hard decision to be made. You know, we've been going 4 and whatever, 6-6. We're settling for, like he said today in his press conference. Well, if we can win the next 2, we can make a bowl. I mean, come on, really? Our whole goal in our college football is we want to make Bob Jones's bowl at the end of the year. No, that's not what we want to settle for. That's not our goal. That should be a consolation prize, not our goal.
Man, you said what you said on that. You muted though.
You muted though.
I'm sorry. I thought I was. I'm trying to cut out my significant other upstairs partying. Chase Dalton in the building. Right. We appreciate you. He says Singleton is good, but pump the brakes a little bit. When Singleton came in the game, it was already a blowout, and Ole Miss defense was on cruise control.
Hey, let Boss Hog jump on that one.
No, I got a whole topic. I got the next topic is about that. So we Chase Dalton, we knew it was gonna be some of you in here. So we
every time.
We was ready for you, Chase. What you thought?
Jaheim Singletary.
Y'all forgot who OD is.
He couldn't play at UCA, man. Hey, man. Shout out to you, Rich. We appreciate your support of the channel. Jeffrey Henry, shout out to you, big dog. He says Pittman is trash. T. Will is hold up. We got to get sound effects. Sound effect. Pittman is trash. T. Will is hit the button.
Super trash. No. Super trash.
Bobby P is trash. And the defense is trash. Super trash. Especially number 13. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, man. Shout out to my dog, Ken Ray, man, a member of the channel. We appreciate you supporting the channel, man. He says, sound like you calling out Houston Nut record. Hey. Nah, that's Sam Pittman. Go King Bleak. Back in the building, man. He says, I don't think so. Optics are looking terrible right now. He gotta go, homie. Dig deep in them pockets. Man, we broke out here, man.
Deep, man. He gotta go.
That boy Hunter Yurchek got to write post-dated checks right now, man.
Don't catch your Thursday.
Hey, man, shout out to Clint Williams, man. He in the building, man. He need to come back up. We ain't seen him in a while, man. He says, and why do Hogs be walking around with that championship belt and grinning when they losing by 30? What that say about the program?
Man, what you say about that, man? Man, put that belt up, all that. I'm telling you, you should be. You getting 30, you getting 63 dropped in your head. You don't do none of your regular stuff. You don't do none of that. Y'all get a sack, don't do nothing. Just go and sit down.
Hey, man, Rich Nolan says, at some point, except this is Arkansas football.
Yep.
Yeah.
That hurt. Dang.
All right,
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
That
with it
cut
right
deep.
now.
That cut deep.
So let me go to we gonna click on this next topic, man. Hey, shout out to my guy. What was that? I can't even read that. It was
Appreciate you, man.
my next topic, man. And we gonna let my man's is that Clint? Is that who that is?
No, that's B Hull. That's Brandon Hull, right?
Brandon.
Oh yeah, Brandon. That's what I meant. Brandon, we gonna let you cook here, man. You've been waiting a minute. We gonna let you cook. Are you ready to move on from Pittman, Green, Petrino, T. Will?
Hey, T. Will or Petrino, but Pittman for sure. I think T. Will is done. I mean, since the beginning of the year, he's done a pretty good job at getting in some good talent on defense. Yes, secondary obviously now needs some work. But overall, I think T. Will's done good. Bobby's come in and I mean he's helped us get them explosive plays that we need down the field and that we've been needing. He opens up the field for us. I mean, I like his play calling, but overall, I think Sam Pittman just being a little too nice on the kid instead of putting his foot down. And it's like Bobby's not even the head coach, but why is he getting all mad at the kids when they're messing up, and Pittman's just over there just pacing up and down on the sideline, just looking calm.
Hey, Pittman, I think he's doing the best he can with that broke hip. I think he's just doing everything he can just to get up and actually go out there and show up. That's
Been
what I
saying
think.
for weeks he needs that scooter.
Yeah. And I think we got to move on from Pittman. He has lost the fan base. We are the heart and soul of Arkansas Razorback football, basketball, all sports. Without us, none of it exists. It don't run without us. So why is it that we always have to accept losing? Why do we have to accept these terrible coaches that you go out and hire? Hunter Yurachek, you didn't hit pay dirt with Coach Cal. Shout out to the chicken man. But you really messing up when it comes to football. You had to get there right after Chad Morris. And it looked like you did in that second year. But, man, it's been all downhill since. All downhill.
I think people, as you look back, since Pittman been here, people see just how good Traylon Burks was in college. Because he was the reason we won 9 games that year. And so that boy was that good. He was that good of a college player. And now we see the results of him leaving.
So, Chad, the chef, welcome back to the show. Are you ready to move on from anybody that you see on that list down there?
On from almost that whole list, brother. I'm ready just to burn it all down.
Hey, OD, wait a minute.
About.
OD, you see how many shoes that dude got back there? What's going on? This dude
Hey,
has
man, stop paying
What's the what?
That's not abnormal. That's not abnormal. My closet look like that too. I ain't even gonna lie.
Loud, Box, what you doing back there, man? What you doing back there? I hope y'all in your background.
What do you think about that? The whole game that you watched today, Chef?
Man, listen, I was 38 hot today. Like, everything from the press conference to what he said before the game, it just didn't look like they came out ready, man. I'm tired of watching Razorback football going down the drain every single season. We need a new coach. We need a new beginning. If that's a new young man, or if that's somebody that's proven worthy out there. But I know I'm tired of hearing Gus Malzahn that come out every time it's time for a coaching search. So, yeah, it's time for something new. It's time for something new.
I think after this year, you won't hear his name no more after what he's doing down there.
Tonka Todd, same question to you.
Well, I think this is year 2 of T. Will. So in all honesty, I say give T. Will one more year. This is year 1 of Petrino. And I would say let Petrino go if Taylen Green is the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. Then it's time for Petrino to go, because Malachi Singleton proved to everyone that knows football and understands what they're looking at when they watch a game. The offense ran more smoothly, more efficiently under Malachi than they did under the glorified running back that they have at quarterback in Green. And Bobby, and as far as the fat man, the fat man needs to go. He needs to go drink a cold beer and hope nobody recognizes him come next Halloween, because his house will get egged.
You muted, OD.
Same question to you, Mo.
Man, I'm ready to move on from Pittman, man. I'm past ready, bro. I'm at the point now where I sat there and watched the game and laughed. Because, I mean, I don't know what other emotion to feel. I done been mad. I done been sad. I done been angry. I felt every other emotion other than laughter while watching Arkansas get their heads drug in because they do great one game, then take 10 steps back the next game, and it's the same song with Sam Pittman. And I don't think that he's in position or is able to do anything more than what he's already doing. This is what we can expect if Sam Pittman stays. So just get ready to get to the point to where y'all start laughing at it all, Hogs. If Sam Pittman stays, y'all gonna be laughing right along with me.
Same question to you, Sarge.
He's got to go. I mean, every press conference you hear him say he was outcoached when we lose. How you gonna tell your boss that somebody else is better than you every darn time you have a press conference? I mean, you're admitting the fact that you are not as good as any of these other coaches that are ripping you apart. And I mean, he's got to go. I think Petrino is okay. Our offense has the pieces there. I just don't think we have the players that we need in this offense at the moment. T. Will, man, I'll be the first to tell you I was ready to anoint him a next head coach earlier in the season, but I will take that back. I don't know that he is ready to be put in situations where, because he hasn't proven that he can adjust or make changes to stop, these EA 25 college video game plays that we be getting all the time thrown on us. So yeah, I mean, personally, I say burn it all down, like the chef said. Just start from the top and burn it all. Let's rebuild.
Oh, I'm muted. Man, that's the craziest thing, man, is that all the fans are ready for this guy to go. And my boy Matt on Twitter said it best. He said, where all you I can't say what he said on Twitter, but he said, where all y'all keep Pittman people at today? Hey, I had to quote the tweet and just put a picture on it. Because I'm sitting there waiting, like, where y'all at now? You done got 63 points dropped on your dome, and we don't see you talking about keep Pittman today. Even Trey Biddy was like, you can't get 63 dropped on your head and expect to keep the people. It can't happen. It can't
Trey
happen.
ready for him to go. He just don't want to say it.
He can't say it.
He can't say it.
Yeah.
Nah. Man, King Blee, welcome to the show, man. It's my first time seeing you in the building, bro. How you doing today?
Yourself. How
Hey,
you
man,
guys doing?
We good, man.
Good, how are you?
Since this your first time on the show, tell us what you want to talk about, man. The floor is yours, bro.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna stay on topic like you guys, for as the coaches, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I like T. Will, I like Petrino, but if Pittman, he just gotta go, man. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, I usually go through a day and I'll be feeling great. I'm like, I'm ready for the Hogs to play. And then every time, man, just straight garbage. I'm exhausted. As a fan, I'm just straight exhausted, bro. Straight exhausted. And it's like, dude, I'm the coach. You can't really blame T. Will. You can't blame the Petrino. No. It's those players you getting. You have no playmakers. People, look, I went Fuzz High School playing football, but I know how to bait a quarterback. You 30 yards off the receiver, and you think you finna make a play. Man, you got to bait the quarterback like, okay, now the first time I let you have it. Okay, you got me on the first 5 yard, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing off you 10 yards because I got to determine your speed. Once that's done, you got to bait the quarterback. You studied 30 yards off the, I'm like, so it got to be, y'all got to bear with me, I'm a little nervous, but it's got to be the players, man. You're not recruiting high-level players. That's just what it is. No, if you don't get high-level players that think for themselves, these players don't even think for themselves. They just sitting out there on the alley looking crazy, getting burnt every time. So he got to go, man. He can't recruit. He can't recruit the good players. So if you don't have the top level players, you're not gonna win. It's just simple, man. You can just even look at it in the basketball. The basketball, even though they lost last night, look how they compete. Look how they putting pressure on the defense. This team here, the football, man, they ain't got the players. They got out of all them players, they got maybe 2 or 3 players that, you know what I'm saying, that impact the game. For us that, man, you got junior varsity players out there. I'm done with the Southern.
But they blame it on NIL all the time. That's an excuse. I mean, I know we ain't got the best NIL, but that's all you hear now to cover up this clown show is, oh, our NIL. We had better NIL. We could get better players.
Could I say something?
I'm tired of
That's what he said at the
NIL.
beginning of the game. That's what he said at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
those were his exact words.
I'm gonna be swapping some people out. So give me a quick second here. I got quite a few people in the green room want to kick it. But don't leave if you want to come back up. I am going to be bringing everybody back up and forward. So let me put my guy.
Nice to meet you too, everyone. I'll be listening on your box.
Box,
one of the
box,
box
he got
squad.
another one.
Box squad.
Could I?
Man.
Hey, you think I can say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
So I saw some recruiting stats today after the game, and we have 2 5-stars, 27 4-stars, and 44 3-stars. Yeah.
That's why we not doing well.
Tough work there.
The thing about the stars is if Watts from Houston was a 2-star, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to coach your players up. That's not happening at Arkansas.
Arkansas can't coach up 5-star players. If
All
they ain't coming, if the players ain't coming in hot and ready to go, they ain't gonna get coached up.
That's the thing, though. We need some coaching, like real coaching, like coach. Forget recruiting. We need some coaches that's gonna develop.
But if Pittman does go, who would be a good
hold
fit?
Hold on 1 second, Brandon. Hey, Clint, we coming to you next, bro, because you ain't got a chance to talk yet. I appreciate you being patient,
What
man.
up, Clint?
We coming to you, bro. How you doing today? You muted.
Hey, man, you muted.
Make sure you. Yeah, you got to unmute yourself. There you go. You unmute yourself. Okay, there you go. We good, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, but no, long time no see.
I know, man. Where you been?
I know, man. Where you been, bro?
I'm chasing grandchildren.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, this time of year, it's grandchildren chasing time.
Bro, that's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. Well, tell us what's on your mind today.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, guys, I'll tell you what. Hey, people can make all the excuses they want to, but I'll leave it on topic. That same schedule we playing this year. Now you take all the home games that we just got that we getting ready to run through. Tennessee, Ole Miss, who else? Tennessee, Ole Miss, Texas. What is it? About 4 or 5 of those games? Guess where all those games gonna be played next year? On the road. Ain't no way. If Pittman is still here, we gonna be able to do anything with that schedule. So why keep him? And if Pittman go, they all need to go. And why do we even need to have a conversation about, well, who we gonna get? Well, who we gonna get? Did anybody know who this guy at Duke was? That's now at Texas A&M. You know, I get tired of hearing that story. And I get tired of hearing the NIL story. Anybody ever been to Ames, Iowa, where Iowa State is? Anybody ever been to Manhattan, Kansas, where Kansas State is? Those schools don't have no NIL money. Ain't even no city in Manhattan. Nothing but that little strip of clubs and bars. Aggieville in Manhattan. Ain't nothing in Ames. So see, I'm tired of hearing about getting athletes and NIL and all that because those teams are winning. And name me one school that's got more money than Notre Dame, and they got beat by Northern Illinois.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was earlier though.
It was
They
earlier.
did get beat.
It was
Hey, he
earlier,
preaching though.
It was earlier, but it's still happening. Ain't no school in the country got more money than them.
Right. He preaching.
So see, throwing money at football, at sports, don't matter. Because if that was true, the Yankees and the Dodgers would win every year.
Yeah.
X.
I want to piggyback off his schedule for next year. I want y'all to listen to this. Our last 6 games, we play Missouri at home, Texas A&M at home. We go to LSU. We go to Ole Miss. We go to Tennessee. We go to Texas.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
That's
what,
ugly.
man?
That is ugly.
That's a
Murder's
burn
Row
it right there.
Burn it all down now.
And that ain't even talking about the Notre Dame game we got. And
Right.
that Arkansas State game is one they've been looking for forever.
And then we
Arkansas
go to
State gonna put it
Memphis.
on us.
And then we go to Memphis. So burn it all down now and start over.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said.
100%, man. Burn it down.
Yeah, ain't no coming behind that. That's just facts.
Well, shots been fired all night long.
Like we on 12th Street.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pittman should. I mean, what's so crazy is Pittman shouldn't be the head coach after 12 o'clock tomorrow.
What you said.
All right, man. Chase
What
Draper
you
in the building,
said.
man. A member of the channel, man. We appreciate your support. He says, for once, I'm glad I was working and missed the game.
Wow.
There you go. I feel you. I feel
Man.
you, bro. Hey, the resident statistician, Moon in the building.
That's what I'm talking about.
He says, after that whooping on the field, a belt is the last thing our players should be holding today.
Thank
Bro, man.
Should have been put across their backside.
I don't even know
Burn that belt.
who made the
was on their
WWE
backside.
belt. That's just dumb. Ross Rader back in the building. He says, man, maybe I should just be a bandwagon fan. I'm tired.
Tired.
Blame it.
He tired. He ain't ETID.
Hey, we got a homeboy that's like that. We actually call him the bandwagon.
The bandwagon.
That's his nickname.
name.
The bandwagon. We don't even call him his real name no more. We say the bandwagon.
He know who we talking to.
Little Joker in the building, baby. He appreciates your support. He says, I expected to lose, but not like this. This was embarrassing. I was a Keep Pittman guy, but he must go. What? It's over. It's over, man. It is so over.
I told y'all the Hogs.
It's
I told y'all the
over
Hogs would
now.
lose by 25 yesterday, didn't
Hey,
Bro, you said
Sunshine say, get them the F out of here. Sick of this mess.
What you said?
Man, y'all trying to send Pittman Lemon out of here, huh? Y'all trying to send him
man.
up before his hip surgery?
That boy a lemon. He a lemon. You need to go back to that lemon lot.
All right, so this is the topic that I want to say. Rich, was it Rich or was it Chase? Somebody tweeted about it. Somebody super chatted about this.
Chase. It was about Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton.
Oh yeah, Chase.
He says Singleton is good, but pump the brakes a little when Singleton came in the game. It was already a blowout. Ole Miss defense was on cruise control. So I'm asking, do you think it was just mop-up duty, or was it really a glimpse into what Malachi Singleton really is? He had 207 yards, 44 yards on 8 carries, 2 TDs, 1 rushing, and 1 throwing. What do y'all think about Malachi Singleton in this whole situation?
He's a starter. Start him now.
Hold on, Chef. I'm gonna go with my man's Brandon first, and then we're gonna work around the line. Just keep in mind, I got people in the back, so after you come in, I'm gonna drop you off and bring people in the back up. All right, so what's on you, Brandon?
You know, we've been on Mo's podcast talking about Singleton, and he likes Singleton, and I kind of doubted Singleton, and I was a Green person. But after seeing Singleton get all of these opportunities out through the season, and every time he's got his chance to step up and shine, I mean, we probably wouldn't have won that Tennessee game if Singleton wasn't out there. Green probably would have folded under the pressure. Singleton has came in and gave us positive things. I mean, he's able to score. And I mean, a good thing is if you look at it, yes, he got sacked twice, but the time that he came out today and was playing for the remainder of the game, the offensive line looked like they were blocking a little bit better for him than they were with Green. The running back was able to start going up and getting a little bit of yards. I mean, yes, I understand about that, but I think Singleton really earned his spot to step up. I think it's time for Green to sit down.
All right, man. Good take on that. Chef, what you got?
Are we sure I can talk yet? No, I'm just playing. Listen, I've been saying this the whole season. Singleton should have been starting the whole time. He's the only quarterback that's a real two-way dual threat, and he literally creates space like a real true quarterback should. He can basically get out the pocket and see still while looking downfield, get the ball who needs to be, while not drifting back and running back 25 yards just to get 5 yards. As you see him drift out the pocket, he gets yards. You know what I mean? He's going upfield. He makes plays. He's poised. I mean, if you looked at him every time he's in the pocket, he's calm. He's not looking like he's got to run out the pocket so quick. You know what I mean? He just looks like he belongs there. Singleton should have been starting from the jump. And that's my thought.
Tonka Tide.
Singleton needs to be the starter, and I'm going to break it down for those that don't understand football. When you have a starting quarterback that gives you one good throw a game and can only run the ball, in the end, not run it that effectively, and then you have your backup come in when the starting defense is still on the field. Let me say that again, and I'll say it more slowly for the retarded people listening. When the starting defense is still on the field and he is more poised, moves the ball, actually gets to get in the end zone, stayed calm under pressure, made a bunch of throws that Green couldn't make, and yet you're going to talk about it was mop up duty. You need to mop your butt on up out of here because you don't know what in the world you're talking about. And I almost cussed again, but I didn't, and I'm proud of myself. And I'm gonna say this in closing: if Taylen Green is the starting quarterback for Texas, I have lost all faith in the University of Arkansas. I said what I said, and I'm out.
All right, Tucker Tide, man. Clifton.
And hey, he's low risk, high reward. Green is high risk and high reward. Singleton is more, just like Chef said, he's poised. So he's the more polished quarterback to me. So I finally see it. I mean, I really don't get what Bobby and Pittman been doing with it. So now, I mean, they've been hiding him on the bench, I think. They paid a guy to come, and I mean, and they sit down a better kid. They sit down a better quarterback.
Hey, I can't wait till I can go. Hey, but sorry, just on you, baby.
Did anybody see a big fall off in production between when Green went out and Singleton come in? There was, to me, I seen an uptick in production. It is proven that Malachi is not got the deer in the headlights look when he's behind center. The kid is young, but he's poised. And Sam Pittman will tell you in the press conferences every time when Malachi gets to get in the game, he's making throws before the receivers even break. That's what you're supposed to do when you're a starting quarterback on a high efficiency offense. You know where the corners or the receivers are going to be, the tight ends are going to be, so you'll make the throw and throw the receiver open. Taylen Green doesn't do that. Taylen Green the guy's got to be 10 yards open, and then he's either going to get him the ball or overthrowing the ball or bounce it to him. Singleton doesn't do that. Singleton, every throw, I mean, nobody's perfect, but Singleton, for the most part, makes the throws when they need to be made. And then when he needs to take off, he takes off upfield instead of running, 30 yards backwards to make it 3 yards forward. So to me, it's this is a decision that's as simple as should Pittman be fired or not, is whether he should be starting or not.
He said what he said, bro.
What? G.
Man. I just want to address like the mop up duty, man. Y'all don't hold him like that, because it ain't his fault that the coach won't put him in earlier. It ain't like he didn't want to go in. Like no. Wait, just wait until it's this time for me to go. I don't care who in the game for the other team. If they got another shirt on, hey, this man got to go out there, because trust me, didn't look like their defense was falling off that much. You can't say it was mop-up duty at halftime, because they were still running their ones. They still got 3 sacks. What you mean? So it wasn't like he was just out there playing pitch and catch. It wasn't no mop-up duty. What you mean? I saw from this dude is, guess what? Every time he done been in the game, it's been from some adversity. Dude got hurt in the game, or he ain't never been given the ball in practice and saying, you gonna be the man Saturday. How about we try that? Quit throwing the dude in the game at halftime when he busted up already by 30. I don't understand that. What are we grading again? All of a sudden now we supposed to grade this dude's performance, and you spotted the other team for him 30. Man, get off my phone with that. And he still was out there balling. That's what I see. But you know what? I'm just a dumb dude that's, just got a little podcast. We don't know nothing about nothing. But I'm telling you, that's what I see. It almost like you trying to sabotage this dude. You put him in under the absolute worst circumstances. At home, down by 30, I would have been like, man, I'm not going in the game. You see what I'm saying? That's the
Can't
mentality. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got that feeling. But that's what I'm saying. So for me, I don't call it no mop-up duty, man. They called his number. He got out there and did what he had to do. The dude was actually making reads. What he was doing, he wasn't scrambling backwards. He was, boom, hitting the holes, like I said earlier, even with the botched plays, because you putting people out there playing together that ain't even practiced together. What are we doing? You got them out there on national TV, and they ain't even really practicing together. Because just all of a sudden, like they've been saying, when your ones get hurt, now you ain't even playing these guys together. They don't know what to do. So that's personnel. I mean, that's a management problem, not necessarily personnel. So don't miss me with the mop-up time. I love what I seen from the young man. If you give him the rock early in the week and tell him he gonna be the one for Saturday, I promise you he gonna be better. That's all I got to say about that. I said what I said.
Box.
Well, I got something to say about cracking in the chats. Bro, this is the thing about the car business. If I sold you a car last week, I wouldn't hear about the motor blew up a week later on this chat. So that's a nice try, but you would have called the dealership. So nice try, bro. Hey, Hey, but
Trust me.
then what I'm gonna say by all of this, I've been saying the same thing from day one. I was the only one on here saying it. Everybody called me stupid. Everybody called me crazy. Box Hall came along. He joined. And guess what? I can sit here right now and I ain't got to say a word no more. And I'm going to pass it on to OD.
I'm going to say this. Was it mop-up duty? Not at all. Not at all. It wasn't mop-up duty. He came in on the first drive of the second half. No team lays down at 35-10 because that's only 25 points. That's 3 touchdowns, and we've seen in our lifetime teams come back from 25 points. So they didn't lay down. He took us down the field his first time down in the game.
5 plays
and put us in the end zone.
75 yards.
Second drive didn't go well. Third drive, another touchdown. Malachi Singleton single-handedly did more in the second half that I can be proud of and be okay with him running out there at the beginning of the game and do a much better job than Taylen Green. And I'm going to say this. Not one time did we ever see him flustered or overwhelmed or missing receipt. He missed one pass that I really can think of. But the passes wasn't behind the players. The ball was where it needed to be. Luke Haas caught a couple of balls. The ball was where it needed to be as soon as he came out his break. It was right there. He hit him in windows. I'm sorry, but when Taylen is on the field, the only person that's gonna get the ball is Andrew Armstrong.
Yep.
And I love Andrew Armstrong. He caught a couple balls from Singleton, but the ball needs to be spread out. Yep. And I really think Bobby Petrino, I don't really care at this point who my quarterback is. I just want to choose the best quarterback. And yeah, this NIL thing got me trapped with Taylen Green, but Bobby Petrino can't be happy with what he see. He just can't be. And that's my whole take on it. I don't think it was mop-up duty. I think it's a glimpse of who Malachi is. And now that boy got tape out there in America can see it. Hey.
AOD. I know we won't know this, but are we even down as much as we are at halftime if Malachi starts this game?
If
as well as he did in the second half, are we down as much?
I don't think Malachi fumbles the ball in the end zone. I don't think that happens. I think Malachi's smart enough to know he got to get the ball out of his hand. I went back and I looked at that play, and Taylen really...
He couldn't feel the pressure coming.
That's because he wasn't looking. He was looking at Andrew Armstrong. He wanted to throw it to him. But
as a quarterback, you have to be able to feel pressure on your backside coming. I mean,
that wasn't the backside. That was his front side.
But he was looking on the backside to Andrew Armstrong.
That's even worse.
But you got to throw that. I mean, you in the end zone. You know you ain't got enough time. It's 3rd and 10. Throw the ball away, bro. Just throw it away. That's the worst thing you can do is fumble and actually take a sack fumble in the end zone. It's the worst thing you can do. But I'm gonna give Boss Hog a chance to get this question. My man Jeffrey been patiently waiting. So let me get those guys.
What's up, Jeff?
Boss Hog.
What's happening?
Do you think it was a mop-up duty, or you think it was a glimpse?
No, there was no mop-up duty. There was no. I mean, I've been watching Singleton when I first heard Arkansas was after this guy. You know, I started watching him in Georgia in high school, and I'm like, I saw his junior highlights. I'm like, yeah, he's the dude. And then all his senior year until he hurt his foot, and I still was saying Singleton was the man for Arkansas. I mean, this guy comes in and Pittman was complaining. Yeah, he threw the ball before the wide receiver was out of their break. But if you look at the pro quarterback, that's what they do. The pro quarterback throw the ball before the guys is out of their break, so they get you to run and catch the ball and continue to run to get them yak yardage. Arkansas ain't getting no yak yardage. When these guys catch the ball, these guys about to go to the hospital or they coming on the bench for a little while because they hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Hospital balls.
Hey, I mean, and that's all Armstrong do. I mean, not Armstrong. That's all Green does. Is throw them balls where he about to get these guys' head decapitated and everything. I mean, I was arguing with a guy today. He told me, "Yeah, it was mop up." I said, "Dude, it ain't mop up duty. He come in the beginning of the third quarter. It's not mop up. He ain't playing defense. Arkansas is moving the ball, moving the ball, moving the ball, moving the ball. Green is good from the 30 to the 30. That's it. Nothing else. And this one guy was about, well, you know, Armstrong, he had 100-some yards, but no touchdown. But well, why? I wonder why. Because Green can't throw the ball. That's why. Nobody else on the team. I don't think if anybody else had a catch while Green was still the quarterback, you know. But Malachi come in, everybody catching the ball. He throwing the ball to everybody. You know what I'm saying? He see in the field. You know, the guy mess up, what he do? He ain't finna sit there and wait too long. He running the ball. And he know how to switch the ball to the opposite hand when the somebody coming up beside him. He holding it with that one hand like a loaf of bread, like Green be doing all the time. And every time Green lose the ball, if you really watch, he holding that ball like a loaf of bread. He palming it like this. And then he put it away from his body and stuff. You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, and then, you know, Pittman is just, he don't know talent. He don't. He don't know talent when he sees it. Been in college for almost 50 years and still don't know talent. You know, and I understand Bobby is stuck on Green. He paid the money. He wanted Green since high school. Well, guess what? There was a reason why that cat was benched so many times at Boise State. There's a reason. And he has shown it every game this season. Every game. I mean, he got more interceptions than he do passing TD. And that's bad. His TD to interception ratio was bad at Boise State, and it's bad here at Arkansas. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't no mop-up duty. Green should be the starter. There should be nothing said about it.
Hey, wait a minute.
Singleton.
You said
Singleton.
that wrong.
Yeah, Singleton. I mean, because Green sucks. He does. I mean, he can do certain things good, but they see Singleton ain't slow. I used to hear a lot of people say, well, how do we know Singleton can run? Well, you see now he can run. And he was down when they said that ball was fumbled. He was down. You know, I started watching the game at halftime with the Home Depot. You know, so yeah, I mean, Singleton's the guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you, D. I said, I'm going to Home Depot. That's where I went.
Hey, Jeff, man, appreciate you waiting, man.
What's
Appreciate
going
your patience,
on,
man.
fellas?
Hey, man,
All
the floor is yours, bro.
All right, how y'all doing?
Man, we good.
Hey, I gotta say this about it, man. I think Singleton should have been a starter since the UAPB game. You could tell against, you know, when Green was out there, especially in the passing, his pass is always late. They always off. They're not crisp. Singleton goes in the game, he throws crisp passes. That pass to Tesla today was amazing.
Facts.
Green couldn't make that pass. Green couldn't make that pass 9 out of 10 times if he tried.
Facts.
It's crazy, man, and I just have to blame the coaching staff, and that's all I had to blame. I want them all gone. Every single one of them. T. Will, Bobby Petrino, Pittman, all of them can go.
Go ahead.
They're not preparing the kids. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that. You got fact checked though, Boss Hog, and I did look this up. I just hadn't had anything to look it up. He has 11 TDs and 7 interceptions because he had a great game last week.
Now,
So
is this passing or is this rushing?
It's passing.
Hey,
It's
Boss
passing.
Hog, they padded his stats last week against you. Against,
Oh, yeah, I
against
forgot
them.
about that.
Yeah.
That's the reason. That's the reason Russell had 170 yards rushing with no touchdowns. That was a stat padding game for certain people last week. That's the reason that game that game don't even count to me.
Mm-hmm. Let me read my super chats and we're gonna move on to the next topic. Let's see here. Sunshine was the last one. We got Soul Food Dre in the building. Appreciate you supporting the channel. He says, or she says, there's got to be a guy named Dre. Okay, if Pittman is coach and we lose the A State, man, that ain't gonna happen. We can only beat the cupcake teams, and A State is a cupcake team. We know what it is. We can only beat the teams that. We only can beat the guys that are from lower level schools. We can't beat anybody on our same level unless they the bottom pits of the SEC. Them the only guys we ever beat. And then we get lucky once a year. Christopher Thomas, shout out to you. Appreciate you supporting the channel. He says, sacrificing sleep to stay up and watch this BS. Man, get Sam out of here ASAP. That boy on the hill stealing money because he ain't coaching.
Hey. Car thief.
Man,
y'all know where we're getting that from. Get a car thief.
Carlos Woolfolk in the building, baby. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Thanks for being a member. He just hit us with a 20 ball, man. Appreciate you, man. Salute to you, big dog. He's Jeffrey Butler in the building. He says, in my mind, I'm thinking is Green playing hurt so he can get sub and save face? I'm just wondering because it was right on time, but I'm not an expert. I ain't gonna question this young man's toughness because he out there playing through it all. He want to be out there. I feel like he laying his body on the line. So I ain't gonna question his toughness because he played the rest of that first half. So I think the young man is tough. I think he's tough. What y'all think about that?
I think he's tough. I just think he's good.
I think he's tough. Oh, go ahead.
I think he's tough, but he's just not good.
Yeah, there you go. He just doesn't have the skills.
He's tough, but he's thin too, man. So as soon as he get touched and rolled up, he's wiry. His knees get hurt. You know, he gets his ankles tucked up under himself. So he's tough. I give him that, but just to piggyback off what you guys were saying earlier about if Singleton would have came in the game earlier, I think it would have been a better score. But the defense, man, they didn't. It wasn't no resistance. It was just like we were Mississippi State of last week. They couldn't stop nobody. So it would have been good if we'd have got in and it would have been a better score. But for as us competing, the defense didn't show up. I just don't think we had the talent. This is it. You can coach them up all you want, but if you don't have an individual that's ready to make a play, like what are your playmakers on defense? You don't have any. You have maybe the linebacker Story. That's it. But if you look at the Ole Miss guys, they were punching the ball out. They trying to make a play. That's how you make plays. Them playmakers. You punching the ball out. You trying to make a turnover. I didn't see not one guy try to punch the ball. So they trying to make a tackle and then they
soft tackles.
That just shows they coached better.
It's like the Joes, man. We don't get them. We just gonna suffer. We're gonna be. I can't remember that saying, but we're just gonna be. It's just really, man. Just get a new coach. Just get a new coach with a name that believe he can bring this program up, and we'll be all right. But other than that, man, it's gonna be tears in our eyes every game. Besides, like I say, when we play these little cupcake teams, but other than that, man, we're gonna be crying. I was hurt today. I said, someone told me, don't have no hope in them, Shipley. They're not gonna do anything. Like every game I had that we're gonna do something great. and then it fails every time. It always be 2 thumbs down. So I just, like I say, I don't see us winning, but like I say, we might have a chance against Missouri, but we get beat by them every year too. So I don't know. But that's my little rant. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead.
I don't think Ole Miss scored 63 points.
I'm sitting here talking and I'm muted.
Oh, I don't.
Before you go, Box,
go ahead.
We're gonna come back to you. If you ain't done so, if you in the building with us, hanging out, 350 people in the building, hey, hit the like button. If you ain't done so, make sure you hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let us know that we out here. And if you in here and you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We about 10 people away. So if you ain't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hey, come back to the barbershop and hang out and kick it with us, man. This is what we do. Now, Box, what were you saying? Now you muted. No, you still muted. Is that red?
All right, my
button?
bad.
Hey,
Okay.
There he is.
All right. I think if Singleton plays the whole game, they don't score 63 points because our offense is actually moving the ball more. They get less opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the game is a whole lot closer than that 63-31 score. We might still lose, but it ain't as a lopsided game as that.
Yeah,
because when Singleton came in, our offense looked different because he was getting everybody involved. Even though Armstrong still got his, a lot more people getting involved. And when your offense is getting involved through the pass, the running game opens up because Dubian looked better in the second half than he did the first half. Because the first half, he's like trash. How you gonna go in there and drink some Gatorade and come out and look different? That because the offensive scheme was different. We had a quarterback that they had to worry about the pass now. They don't worry about the pass with Taylor and Green. So I don't think they scored 63 points if he had to play if he had to play the whole game.
Because offense would have been on the field.
So the last official topic of the night is Ole Miss celebration. Man, they out there dunking the ball. They out there and got all their players with a whatever that thing is, a fire extinguisher. And they out there celebrating on the 50-yard line with fire extinguisher smoke in the air, and they dancing on the hogs. And the Arkansas players they didn't even really respond. Now, I want to know, were you disappointed in the fact that they didn't respond to that? And two, if somebody come on your field and start dancing, are you going to make them feel it one way or the other? Let me know what y'all think. Boss Hog, we're going to start with you. Actually, I'm going to start on the other way. Sarge, we're going to start with you.
Man, I'm going to tell you, if you let another man come in your house and take your woman off the couch and walk out the door with her and you don't do nothing about it, there's something wrong with you. I mean, plain and simple. You just cannot let somebody come in your house and treat you like that with that much disrespect and walk out with the same amount of teeth that they walked in there with. Plain and simple.
Clinton, what you think about that, man?
OD, it must have been some beefing going on when that game first started, because I'm telling you, for them boys to show out over there like that, man, when they started spraying that fire extinguisher in the air, and I don't know what they had playing on the jukebox, but them boys were partying. But what's even more embarrassing, Arkansas was running around the WWE belt when they were still scoring behind about 30. So I would have been partying like I was in the club too. I would have let them know I came in there and punked you real good. But Arkansas should be embarrassed. But that's a reflection on the leadership. I mean, I'm telling you, man, we ain't got no dogs. We don't have any dogs. And anytime we get dogs, Sam Pittman run them off. He ran off the tight ends. He ran off the dudes that was sitting on the sidewalk that the police arrested for nothing. He look what he did to what's the other kid's name last year that's playing for the Vikings now. Anytime look at Pooh Paul. Every time we get real dogs and real leaders that's ready to, go chest to chest with somebody, Pittman run them off. He won a bunch of kitty cats. And you see what grown men did. They came in there and shot the fire extinguisher in the house and did the hoochie coochie on the sideline, the Dolly Parton probably.
Not the hoochie coochie and the body. Man, that's old school, ain't it, man?
Man, you know what they be playing at them Razorback games? They be playing Dolly, man. They was probably playing Dolly Parton, getting beat by 30.
You sure
working 9 to 5.
Hey, so
you know what? Hey, Greg. You know at the Ole Miss games they be having them drone shows with all kind of lights. That's be big time disco. But in Fayetteville they still playing 9 to 5.
Dang.
Hey, Chef, tell us what you think about watching them boys kick it on the opposite sideline and dancing and doing what they do. How did you feel about watching that, bro?
I mean, my boy he pretty much already said what I was going to say. It ain't no dogs out there. This whole team is soft, man. Like, I mean, it might have some people out there but just as a team, because of the leadership, they look soft. Like, they look like they don't have no personality whatsoever. And what I mean by that is, look at that 99 team that Houston Nutt had. That year that we had, who was that coordinator? I forgot his name. But all he did was play man defense. That defense, the team had a personality, man. I feel like Boss trying to bag me up, but he muted right now. But anyways, like we need a team that has a personality of, ain't nobody gonna come here and we ain't gonna take that. You know what I mean? It's just there's no personality on this team, and everybody's soft. It looked like everybody's soft because of the head coach. It could start from the head coach.
Hey, what I'm backing you up for?
I said I looked like you was trying to back me up. I couldn't tell you was talking.
What was you saying?
Oh, that team that Houston Nutt had, man, with I think it was that 2000 team with that played man-to-man defense all the time. I can't think of the defense coordinator we had all the time. But
was it Burns?
Yep.
It was Burns.
Yep.
It was Burns.
Best defensive coordinator we had in a long time.
Man.
So
yeah. So that's what we need. We need personality. We need somebody that's gonna bring and establish who Arkansas is, which is a blue collar school, basically, in football. We need to establish like training. Like, we need to get people back to where they good as who they are. You know what I mean? Grow them. Like, because we're not gonna bring 5 stars here like just like that. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got no Deion Sanders type of coach out there. We ain't got no Urban Meyer, all that stuff. Ain't nobody gonna come here like that. So we have to literally be a blue collar school. We have to be like your Nebraska, your Wisconsin, your Kansas States, your Iowa State. Like, we have to grow that type of mentality at Arkansas, but we can't.
Culture.
Yes, sir. Hey, Jeff, tell us what you think about that topic, man. What you think about if you were a player on that team, would you have sat back and done absolutely nothing the next time you got on the field?
I would have tried to take somebody's head off myself. But that goes back to what everybody's saying. There's no leadership. There's no on-field leadership, and there's no coaching leadership. They play too soft. The tackles, I was looking at it, I was like, man, they looking like they don't even want to hurt themselves the way they was tackling.
Did y'all see Jackson Dart out there talking big noise?
Oh, he was talking mad noise.
And I'm like,
he stayed on the field.
It stayed out there. That's what I'm saying. You talking big noise and you think I'm not going, bruh, it's Bounty Gate.
I would have took a 15-yard to knock him out.
Bruh, and you can't find me in college. It's Bounty Gate. Hey, bro, let me holler at you. I'm about to send you in the game. I want you to come around that corner. I don't care if he throw that ball or not. knock his block off.
OD,
We losing by
it wouldn't
40
even been
anyway.
that though, OD. I would have got him when he kept talking until he got the field. I would have got him off the field. I would have took that 15.
Hey, that's all you can give me. We losing anyway. Knock his
We need
block
that
off.
bounty gate. That bounty gate.
Man, bounty gate, baby. I got a Big Mac for you after the game. Let's go.
Listen, if any 15-yard penalty, personal foul penalty I'm going to take, it's where they can kick in the back of the end zone and get a touchback. That's the worst thing that can happen on that 15-yard penalty. So, yeah, I'm going to eat it.
You know what? They have to have a reputation for being soft because you know the Oklahoma State quarterback did the exact same thing Dart did. Because he was like shooting the pistols at him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Well, they know they're not going to be touched.
Boss Hog, talk to us.
Man, I'd have picked that third stream or where they walk on. Hey, look, come here. This is what I want you to do. You see him? I want you to hit him. I want you to hit him hard. I want you to put that hat on him anywhere on his body, but I want you to hit him hard. Don't worry about nothing else. Now, send him in the game. And he'll stay in the game until he hit it. And if the refs don't kick him, don't put him out, all right, put you back on the sideline, then I'll wait for the next guy to act out. So that wide receiver over there jumping up around, they was all putting his shoes out and stuff because he was so hot. Guess what? He getting hit.
Let him know we're here. Let him know we're here.
I'm gonna have if I was the coach, I got a headhunter. Every team has a headhunter. They do. But Arkansas don't.
Yeah, not us.
I guarantee Lane Kiffin got about 2 or 3 headhunters.
I don't know
you know
about
what I'm saying?
Arkansas.
He got them lined up, 2 or 3 headhunters lined up. You know, and I told OD, I said, hey, look, they're gonna hang about 70 on Arkansas, and I don't blame them. I would have hung it too, just because. Yeah, I'm coming to your lane, put up 70 spots on your coach, and he had the nerve to say, "We Louis Vuitton, y'all Walmart trash bags." Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. I'm every coach out to embarrass Pittman from here on out.
Kifflin got his message across the year check. That's what happened.
Yeah, I think he know he's safe.
And that's the sad part right there, Boss Hog. He know he's safe.
Yeah, I honestly believe he know he's safe because ain't nobody else talking about it no more.
Yeah, he'll be.
You know,
he'll be there next year.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say we don't have no dogs on the team. I feel like we got Andrew Armstrong. He is a dog. He just on offense.
He just on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the headhunters on defense.
That's what we need.
Headhunter on defense that you can say, hey, go put that guy out.
I think Sorry that dude.
Sorry will.
But you know what I'm saying? You can't use your starter.
Yeah,
you got to have
right.
that other guy. You got to have that other guy that ain't hardly playing.
You gotta have that John Chaney goon come off the bench.
Yeah,
hey,
there you go.
Hey, what a goon! What a goon! Come here.
That's what Clark is supposed to be, though. That's what Clark is supposed to be.
We ain't got no goons. We need some goons.
But that's what Clark is supposed to be, though.
Man, what Clark?
But OD.
He's supposed to be that dog because he ain't supposed to be starting. That's what I'm telling y'all. He's supposed to be that person coming off the bench and doing the dirty work.
Have we seen Story just go all out monster mad dog story since he body slammed the dude against Oklahoma State? I mean, you gotta let your monsters be a monster.
Yeah.
And Sorry is a monster. And I guarantee you they done locked him back in the cage. They should have left that dude alone. Let your monster be a monster.
Yeah, you can't try to calm him down and think, we can just let him off and on. No, you can't let him off and on. You gotta leave him
alone and let him go. Brad Smith, we haven't even heard much from him this year.
Nah, he was out there, got a little hit on the quarterback. He thought he was doing something. Slaughter, I think can be that. He can be that dude. I know he starts, but Slaughter he a knucklehead, bro.
He is. He'll do it. I think he'll do it, like you said.
Yeah. Shout out to Peter for subscribing, man. We appreciate you. So I feel like we got some of those dogs on the team. It's just that they can't get kicked out the game. And I agree with Boss Hog. We need a goon to come off the bench, man. We need somebody that we can be like, hey, bro, you ain't really playing anyway. I need you to go lay a hit. I'm about to send you and I'm gonna blitz you every day. Every time if you get close to the quarterback, lay him down. Lay him down. That's your only job.
McAdoo would have been a perfect guy if he wouldn't have got hurt in that car accident.
Yeah.
Well, I think I looked at it, and when everybody was saying on 50-yard line, I thought they was on the logo. They was on their sideline. They were just a little bit on the field.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So they really wasn't on our 50-yard line. They was on their field. And my thing is, I think it's okay. If you don't want them to do it, play better.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say about it. If you don't want them to do that on your field, play better at home.
Exactly.
But they weren't disrespecting us. They were just having a good time. They wasn't on our 50-yard line like Terrell Owens did with the popcorn at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. They weren't on our logo. They was on their sideline.
But listen, at the same time, they still soft, dog.
Yeah, but they ain't what I'm talking about. They ain't what I'm talking about. So what people really want our players to do is run all the way across the field to take care of it. That's dumb.
No, I want to take it on the field.
On the field.
Yeah,
well, by the time they did that, by the time they did that, it was too late.
It was.
You might well go ahead and take it and move on to the next game.
Man, I ain't taking nothing.
No, we ain't taking.
If you didn't want to take it, play better.
No, yeah, they should have played better. You're definitely right about that. Hey, that's why I'm glad Lane Kiffin hung almost 70.
It's one coach said, if you don't like us scoring so much, stop us.
Yep. I think that Lane Kiffin, wasn't it?
Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, Steve Spurrier.
Yep. Old ball coach.
Yep.
Yeah. What you think about it, King Blee?
Man, listen, the boys just soft, man. Hey, it ain't nothing to do. Look, if you can't do it on the field, man, don't get me wrong. They were doing a whole lot of yapping, talking, but they was yapping and talking because they know Arkansas players weren't gonna do nothing. You can see it. It's just like they running the ball. You know, you got a brand new running back now. The other running back got hurt. The initial running back was running initially number 20. He got hurt. You bring this other running back in. Y'all letting this dude tote you 2 and 3 yards. I'm like, no one's setting the tone. No one's knocking nobody's head off, man. I'm like, I used to play both sides of the ball, but at heart, I'm a defensive player. So I know how hard you're supposed to be hitting. You coming up, grabbing the dude is dragging you 2 and 3 yards. Like, how are we supposed to stop somebody if no one putting a hit? Like, it's no one. I watched the whole entire game. I mean, I sit through that sadness. And I see maybe one dude knock somebody off on Arkansas defense. I think it was one of the linebackers. It wasn't even Story. It was one of the other linebackers. After that, everybody else just was grabbing. No one came in and hit nobody hard, knocked the helmet off, nothing. So what you expect? They like, man, these dudes soft, man. I see why dude left, the Pooh. I see why he left. Because he's like, no one, you supposed to have, it's like the defense, I don't care if the team has a little bit more talent than we got. You still supposed to set the tone. You come out here across this middle, we finna knock your head off. But no one's doing it. It's just like, hey man, we're gonna run a 10 and out, and the defensive back gonna be 30 yards off for you. We're gonna catch it every time. It's just no one sets the tone. We don't have one defensive back. Maybe the guy just injured. I can't think of his name right now, number 11. Maybe he, is a playmaker, a person that thinks for himself. Like, because when the coach set the plays, don't get me wrong, you're supposed to follow the plays, but sometimes you got to step out on your own and make a play. We don't, man, as long as we live, I can say back 10 years, we haven't had maybe one player on defense, a defensive back that can think for itself and be like, you know what? This quarterback keep on thinking I'm a fool. And you psych them out. Y'all ain't using no type of tactics or nothing. You just playing whatever the coach tell you to do, you just do it. Like, come on, man. You got to think for yourself sometimes. It's just like, it's tiring, man. It's just every single year. We like, look, we hog fans. We like, it's going to be a great year next year, man. We always talking about next year. We never have a great year. And then, like you said, the receiver was a great, what's his name? That played for Tennessee. You're right. I give you that. He the only one changed it. He the one that tilted the field. He was the only one that tilted the field to make us have a good season. If it wasn't that, we still would be piss poor. So it's just, man, we're just sorry. This is it, man. Anytime we step in competition, besides Tennessee, anytime and I'm gonna get off this because I'm good long winning. I don't want to be like that other gentleman that went and got his own podcast. Let me get off this too, baby. But hey, man, thanks for the opportunity. I definitely appreciate it. And listen, I'm gonna be tapping in with you guys a whole lot, man. You see, I support you guys all the time,
man. Say less.
But I'm gonna be tapping in, and it's gonna be a little bit more. I'm gonna be a little bit more comfortable. Like I say, I rarely ever get on any platform like this and speak anyway. But you're gonna see me even more, man. Not just because Arkansas losing. It's just I gotta get in and tap in, man. And sometimes voice my frustrations.
Absolutely.
Say less.
Show up, baby. Show up.
Bro said we out here looking like Cowboy fans.
Say it again. Say it again.
Well, wow. Hey, let's go to some unofficial topics that I didn't put on any overlays or nothing for. The offensive line, man. What did y'all think about the offensive line play? I'm gonna start this one off. I feel like it really wasn't noticeable that they did a horrible job. It wasn't horrible. When Taylen Green was in the game, I mean, I don't really think I remember him taking a sack. He may have, but I think he got away from most of them. I don't remember him taking a sack.
Nah, he got sacked.
Okay. But, he got the sack in the end zone. I forgot about that one. But that was on him. That was on the offensive line. Well, maybe it was on the offensive line. I think overall, I give them a C. I think they were average. When Malachi came in the game, he took a couple sacks. Carmona had a couple of penalties. But the offensive line is what the offensive line is. I think Pittman actually said it best. I got a blue light special. Offensive line. This is all we could afford. We broke. And that's the reason why we still got Sam Pittman. We broke. The University of Arkansas is broke. They can't afford to fire him. I threw a loop on there for y'all, didn't I?
That's a good take.
What you think, Boss Hog?
They did suck. I mean, because they gave up 8 sacks.
Yeah.
But otherwise than that, I didn't really see they played. I mean, because I started watching it at halftime, so I don't know exactly what happened after halftime. I mean, I seen some highlights, but it was with people scoring. So for the first half, I think the offensive line did pretty good. I mean, besides the normal stuff, offsides, holding, it seems like that's just never going to go away. Pippen is never going to be able to get that out them guys. For some reason, he can, no matter what he does or what he ain't doing, them guys going to hold and they're going to false start. So otherwise than that, yeah, I mean, I for the first half that I saw, they didn't do too bad. It was just Green. Green was out there from scared from the very beginning. He coming out there with his head drooped down, like, man, we about to get our heads busted wide open. He's scared. I mean, yeah. That's all I got.
You muted. Trying to.
My bad. I'm trying to block that noise out.
I know you will.
Let me read these super chats real quick. I forgot to get to them. Jeffrey Butler was the last one. The resident statistician in the building. He says, if you look at Malachi's recruiting profile from high school, this is not a fluke. He was a 4-star guy that competed in the Elite 11.
And he know.
Hey, that's the resident statistician, baby. Christopher Thomas in the building. He says, man, let's address another issue. The strength and conditioning coach. What is he up there doing? Players stay hurt and getting out muscled. Man.
Ooh-wee, but they running 22
But they
miles
22
an
mile an hour.
They outrunning them.
Hey, that's a fact, man. They run 22 miles an hour, but they out there big trash. And did y'all see that tight end number 81? Go back and watch the game. That boy was out there looking terrible, good and terrible. That's what he was doing. And that's who we got that was out there catching touchdown passes last week. That boy, big trash. Go watch the game. I had to go watch it again because I'm like, I got to see what 81 doing. Boy out there, big trash.
But Pittman had 2 proven tight ends. He kicked them out the team. But for unknown reasons, we still don't know the full reasons.
We gonna get to the bottom of it, Boss Hog. Old Smiles out. He changed his name. It used to be Old Smiles Outdoors, but he just got Old Smiles now. Can't wait to beat the brakes off of Ole Miss in basketball. That's the only way we gonna get him. That's the only way we gonna get it. The only way we gonna get it.
I ain't gonna be able to get no action on that. My brother-in-law, he gonna be like, nah, man. He always talk about it, man, with this football.
Anyone know the current buyout for Pittman?
Shoot, it ain't enough.
I honestly don't know.
I don't even know either.
Somebody,
hey, I'll pay $200 right now.
Hey, Moon. Moon gonna find out for us. Moon, what's the buyout? Or the resident statistician gonna handle that for us? What's the current buyout for Sam Pittman?
I think it's like 12 million. It was 16 million last year, but my thing is if we ain't got 12 million, we in more trouble than we think.
The coach ain't the problem.
He should have took that $500,000 he put on that slobbing hog to go towards that buyout.
So, according to AI, and AI ain't always right, it says if Pittman's record is above 500 since the start of 2021 season, his buyout would be $16.575 million. This is 75% of the remaining balance on the contract. If he is below 500, the buyout is 11.05 million. So there it is.
11, because he's gonna be under 500 for the end of the season.
But he ain't going nowhere.
How many more years he got left?
I mean,
he got 2 more years, don't he?
5 million. I mean,
it ain't so.
Yeah, at 11 million, yeah, I could see him only having 2 years left on that deal because he make about 5 to 6 million a year.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to his agent because his agent is cold. He cold with it.
I know, right? He underwrote
Scott
that.
Who signed that deal?
Mr. Kick said
might give him an extension.
Grant Morgan wouldn't have put up with the disrespectful crap that we're doing. He was a beast at linebacker.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Y'all
Grant
think
Morgan
so?
was okay.
Yeah, he was hit.
Yeah, Grant Morgan was a beast.
I'll give him that.
He wasn't better than Bumper Pool, though.
He hit you, but he wasn't a dirty player. Neither was Bumper Pool.
No,
they wasn't.
No.
Neither one of them dirty players, but they were hit. They were hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bumper
Yeah.
Pool
They
would
let you know
knock
they were
out.
there.
Yeah.
Lane New says the Ole Miss D averaged 5 sacks a game. Man, they got some of the
And they
best
got
players
'em.
in the game.
That's
They
that
got
Louis
some
Vuitton,
dogs.
baby.
Hey man, we out there with that swap meet, Louis.
I know, right?
That knockoff.
With the swap meet, baby. It looked like the real thing, but it's all fake. The zippers ain't the same. The zippers
right?
ain't the same. All right, man. So back to that topic, man. Offensive line gave up 8 sacks. They done told us in the chat. With that information, they gave up 8 sacks, man. What is it? What can we do against Texas, man? Can we expect the same thing?
On that subject, the difference between Green and Malachi, Green getting sacked 10 yards back, Malachi getting sacked 2 or 3 yards back because he ain't running back as far. And even when Malachi got sacked, we still got first downs. Instead of being 2-20, we 2-12. That's the difference in the sacks.
Big difference.
And I think what helps too is Malachi gets rid of the ball faster. So he I don't think he had as many sacks as Green did.
Yeah, I think Malachi only had like 2.
Right. Of those. So he cuts down on the sacks alone with just quickness of the release of his passes and to read the defense faster.
That's less yardage he's giving up.
Right.
But another thing that he does is steps up into the pocket.
Yes.
When the pocket starts to collapse behind him, instead of running from the collapse behind, he steps up into it. And that's what Green does. Green feels the pressure and then escapes through,
the back
where
door.
they're trying. Exactly. He escapes instead of going forward. And it's just a compound of a bad situation.
You muted, OD.
He keep forgetting because, you keep forgetting to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Anybody else want to tap in on that topic? Nothing? All right, cool. So last thoughts of the day. That's what we're gonna do right now. Last thoughts of the day. We're gonna start with the Sarge.
Okay, I got 2 things real quick. One is I wanted to say something real quick. And I know the Woo Pig podcast don't need me to be out there on the streets, fighting for you guys. But I happened to be on another podcast yesterday just for a few minutes passing through and in the chats, I've watched several people talk about how you guys be begging for super chats on the Woo Pig podcast. So I had to tell some people to go pound some sand because I've been watching this podcast from dang near the beginning, and I have never ever seen anybody on this podcast ask for super chats. So that's why I threw that bill down just to make a statement.
Man, we appreciate it, Sarge.
To back you boys up. And
yeah, I appreciate you, man. We appreciate you big time. Supporting the channel. I mean, that's one thing we've never done, man. We've never asked anybody for a dime. Only time we ever asked anybody for anything on this show is last year when we supported our guy Tonka Todd to get him to the spring game. We wanted Tonka Todd to be there, and we figured out an amount that would get him there. We actually had somebody that's in our one of the supporters of the channel. He's in our Discord. He owns a hotel. He donated a room. We got him a couple, the dollars up on a GoFundMe. Man, within a day, it was what we was trying to, and we gave him every dime of it.
His wife had a good time with us.
Like we didn't never start this to make money, man. We started this strictly from the heart of wanting to talk about Razorbacks. Thanks. Yes, we make a couple of dollars, but it ain't. Trust me, it ain't no whole gang of money, man. Bro, you know how much YouTube takes from us on a super chat? They take like 35% of any super chat you give us. So I promise you, it's we ain't never asking. We appreciate it. 100% we appreciate it. But we ain't never gonna ask you for nothing. We'll ask you for likes right back into the show. Subscribes. Right.
The reason why the show keep getting bro, the reason why the show keep getting better and better and better, and the optics and the visuals and all that, because we ain't spending no money on nothing, man. We spending the money on bringing you better product. That's what, you have a better product. You can hear us better. You can see us better. You can all that better because we put everything back, everything that people give us, man, we put it back into making it better for you. So that's
what that sound like?
I'm done talking about that.
That sound like a bunch of haters.
It was, and I won't say that. I won't say the podcast I heard it on, but y'all know who. You know who it was.
Yeah, I need you to out him so I can pull up. Who it was? Don't tell us who it was, man. So we pull up.
But there's a pod in a certain aspect of that.
Sarge.
Yeah,
Sarge.
what's up?
It's my thing. Respectfully, don't take this the wrong way. Don't come on here telling us what another podcast said when they say our name.
If we don't,
You know who it is.
It don't matter. I want him to say it. If he felt that hurt, because if they got balls that said our name on their podcast, tell us what they name is. I don't want to sit here like who saw us talking about.
Well, no. It wasn't
was
the
talking about
actual
people in the
guys.
chat.
It was the chat. It was the
Oh,
comments.
all right. Well, you good then.
Yeah. No, trust me. If they were talking to you off the chat, I would have come in here screaming it.
All right.
No, it was people in the chat that were talking to them, and I had to set some records straight. Is all.
Can you just test me what chat that was?
Yeah,
I'm going on that chat. I don't. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When I say box don't run from smoke, I find smoke and I go to it. I don't run the other direction. So test me what that podcast was, and I promise you, I go on there and I get in the chat, I get online.
You have my number. You have to chat me. You have to text me first, so I got your number.
I'll test you.
Hit me up.
I promise you.
I'll let you know.
I promise you. They gonna know I was on there.
That's fine. I'll roll with you.
and I also want to say this. For the first, I would say 6 months to a year, we paid for everything on this podcast out of our pocket. We didn't have a way to get super chats. We didn't have a way to get no ad revenue. We paid for every dime of everything that we got out of pocket. And then we had 3M Electric say, hey man, I want to be a sponsor on y'all show. Yeah. And man, they dropped us some change, and we said, you know what? Gee, we need to get you a camera and another mic, and we spent it all. We put in an audio interface. We put it all back into the podcast. I promise you, when I say we didn't do this to make no money, we didn't do this to make no money.
Hey, can I explain something about the money part? Hey, you know, when them guys asked me to get on this podcast, I used to be the number one super chatter.
That's a fact.
I used to be the number one super chatter on this podcast. I never asked these guys for a dime, but I still gave just about everybody in the chat shirts. And guess what? I didn't go back and say, hey guys, can I get some of this money y'all making? Because me, I know it ain't as much money as y'all think.
Exactly.
It just look like it.
It just look like it, but I promise you it ain't. I just started doing it to help out. And guess what? I still ain't asked them for nothing.
We just good dudes, man. We just dudes out here, man, trying to create a forum for, it's just a barbershop, man, for cats like us, man. People normally don't care what you got to say, but we really do. You love the house like we do.
And that's the only reason I said, you know, I said anything is I respect you guys and what you did, and you're building a product and a place for normal guys like me to be able to come on and talk about a sport we love. And,
that's a fact.
And
that's right.
And it's just a great thing. And for somebody to say that is just, you know, weak. And it just without cussing, like, you know, I don't want to cuss, but it's just, I just felt like I had to defend the Woo Pig honor.
Oh yeah,
we appreciate that, bro. That's one thing I can tell you about that, man. I appreciate it. For me and my brother OD and my man's box, man, we appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything everybody do for us. But I can tell you, man, we don't really care what other people say. We really don't. And we said that, we told y'all we really don't. They kicking it up there, man. But we appreciate everything, man. Hey, man, I'm just, man, I got some pork butts out there, man. I got some sweet potatoes over here, man. I'm about to make some sweet potato pie as soon as we get off of here, man. So I don't care what they talk about.
Hey, Clint, your time to roll, baby. Go ahead and get what you about to say.
Hey, enjoy the show. I always enjoy when I do miss it live. I always catch up, but I don't want to skip too far ahead of the season, but I will skip toward the end. There's some strange smoke signals out there. You know, the situation with the two tight ends and the way Sam Pittman and Yurachek been talking about NIL and Pittman, you know, what he said in the press conference day about I love this team and I got out coach. He keeps saying stuff like that. I think Pittman probably gonna retire after this year. He don't look healthy. He don't look healthy and he don't look like he having fun. So I don't think they'll fire him, but I do think he'll retire. So they probably got a back. They probably got one of those, you know that little front pocket in your suit coat. Hunter probably walking around with 3x5 cards up there getting told right now. But he can't blow another hire as a football coach. But remember, Texas and Nebraska blew a lot of them. And that's the old Southwest Conference. Look how long it took them. Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. I mean, Arkansas ain't special. It took Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, 20, 30 years to get it back?
Yep. Mac Brown left in Texas just not getting it back.
Absolutely.
And that's been a long time.
The chef, talk to us, big dog.
Man, I only got a few words to say, and I would say, burn it down. That's it I gotta say.
Jeff.
Man, I'm ready to see a new beginning, man. Like I said, I don't want to see none of them up there next year. But I know they're gonna be there. But I still don't want to see none of them there.
Balls Hog.
Yeah, I'm like Chef. Hey, run it down, start over. But like Jeff, I got they're gonna beat Louisiana Tech, and they're gonna give them that 6-6, and then if they win that bowl game, he's staying. And I don't think I just wish that the daggone news reporter would like put some heat on Sam about recruiting, because his recruiting sucks, and his ability to develop players sucks. But otherwise than that, I'll let y'all.
Well, y'all already know how I feel, man. It ain't no secret. I want him gone before the ink can dry on the paper. Hey, man, let him go. And that's all I got to say about that. Box, what you got?
Yeah, I'm out. Oh, yeah. Nisha said she didn't get her shirt, so is she lying on you or what?
Hey, tell Nisha she got the email and tell her don't make me put her I can't put her address out there, but she already saw the date on that shirt. So I don't even know why she out there clowning in the chat like that. She don't know. Nisha low key a troll, man. I'm telling you gotta watch her, man.
Now she got everybody else saying the same thing.
Y'all, boy.
That's funny.
I don't know who else was up there. All right, what you got, G? Oh, this is box turn.
Man.
I don't know whose turn it is.
Man, you already know how we feel about it, man. Hey, burn it down. I don't care. I mean, I'm tired of losing. What you mean? If y'all cool with losing, man, that's on you. I don't want to lose. I'm just tired of losing. So whatever that means. If that means Bobby P got to ride off on his motorcycle, let him go. I'm sorry. Get on down. Give him a bite. You know what I'm saying? Show up tomorrow with a Harley on the campus. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Hey, going into the facility. You ride on off.
But that's it then. Let me read my last super chats, man. Let's see here who I got next on the list. See Lane New. 5. Okay, here we go. Little Joker. Appreciate you supporting the channel, bro. He says, who begged for what? Hey, man, they said we begging for super chats out here, bro.
That's what
they saying. Man. They said we begging for super chats, man. Bro, people give what they give out of the kindness of their heart, man. We appreciate y'all. Hey, Woo Pig 00, one Razorback. Absolutely.
One Razorback, baby. You sure right.
Hey, Boss Hog, he said, uh-oh. Man, what are some fools doing up, sir? He said Hippo character stands, idol whistle. What? That was a super sticker. Shout out to you. Hey, what is going on?
with the OP word on the background. What? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Say it again, Boss Howard.
Hey, man, hey, Boss Howard said haters will hate. Facts.
That's facts, man. We trying to pick up a couple more, man. That mean they watching. You can't hate it if you don't know what's going on. So I appreciate it.
Hey, Woo Pig says let's keep hating. Let's keep hating, Boss Hall.
I know, right? Let's keep on.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody, man. We appreciate SARS for supporting the channel, the sponsor of today's show. We appreciate everybody who hit us with a super chat. We appreciate everybody who's a member. We appreciate y'all, man. Hey, we may not be the biggest in numbers, but when it comes to the support for the live streams and our shows, hey, man, y'all come in here, y'all show out, and y'all show how these other podcasts, what it takes to put on a great show, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. From the bottom of my heart, I promise you, I appreciate every last one of y'all, everybody who's been in here watching us, everybody who supported us over the years, over the couple of years we've been doing this. I'll never forget. It ain't even been
2 years, bro. This is just like going into our second year.
Yeah, I'll never forget a lady with on a fixed income. She reached out to me and she said, I don't know if I ever told this story, but she said, I don't know how to super chat. I'm too old for that. She from Kansas. She from somewhere in Kansas. She said, but I love your show and I just want to support you. She said, where can I send you a check? A check. I don't know about y'all, but I don't really see people who write checks no more.
She wrote us a handwritten check, bro.
I gave her the P.O. box and she sent us $20.
Yeah, she did.
From her fixed income.
She sure did.
And I tell you, man, this podcast wouldn't be where it is without everybody who supported us along the way, who's watched. And man, hey, I want to give everything I can back to this show and ultimately push the Arkansas Razorbacks forward. And a lot of people say we hate, but I was personally tired of watching us lose year after year. And the only person that could hear me yell is G and everybody else in the group chat. The only people could hear me was them. So I got tired of them telling me like, man, this is the same old team. No, it ain't. I want to be good again. I want that feeling I had when Bobby P was the coach. Yeah. So this came full circle. We got a podcast, and now we can hate on Sam Pittman as much as possible, or whoever else that they get in here that's big trash. We gonna continue to hate on you until you get it right. This is the mission of the Woo Pig podcast. Get it right. I said what I had to say on that. Box, you got anything you want to add?
Well, I'll wait till you go over the polls first.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the poll section, man. Let me bring that back up. Let me end the poll. Man, the poll is ended, bro. And out of 251 votes, Cuddy Robinson, 58% of the Woo Pig podcast say you, woo, boy, they say you
super trash.
You the worst DB in the University of Arkansas. I'm sorry, Cuddy, man. You my dog, but man, they on your dome out here.
They on your dome out here, man.
What?
Trash.
All right, Box, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all. I mean, when G Holmes called me, said, bro, check out our podcast. I don't even think they were going live then. I think they were just doing the recording and posting. Check out it. Then they start going live. So I was in the background. G on Box, get on. I was like, oh boy, I didn't like to be talking and be seen. But as y'all can see where I started from my recliner right there with my phone and my lap and my iPad to where I am right now, I enjoy it. I like talking noise. I like making people mad. I like getting up under people's skin. And this is where I do it at. I mean, you like them or you love me, but either way it go, I'm gonna be here. So I appreciate everybody. One more thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have OD make some special shirts for basketball, and I'm gonna give out 5 shirts before basketball season start. He got plenty of time. And don't come on here and be like Nisha trying to get 2 for 1.
Disha, hey, Disha, I'm about to text you too because I know you had that shirt by now. G, hey man, take us up out of here, baby.
Man, what I got to say is this, man. First off, man, I appreciate everybody as well. Man, I don't even really, I can't really quantify it into words about how me and OD, you know, when we started this thing, man, we just, you know, me and him and I actually talked about it yesterday. As a matter of fact, him and I talked about it yesterday. And I remember them, it was like at 1:30 in the morning, me and him just sitting on the phone rapping. And I tell this story all the time. And we was just like, bro, he was doing the other podcast, and he was like, man, he called me because me and we like brothers. He called me. He was like, hey man, I got this podcast and I'm on here by myself, and it's hard to do it by yourself, bro. I said, what you talking about? He was talking about like finance. I think he was talking about some entertainment and some other stuff. Man, you know, bro, y'all know me. I don't get down like that. But my boy, I was like, I'm with you. We did that. We did that for about a month. And he was like, gee, this thing ain't getting no traction, man. It's terrible. Ain't nobody listening. So he started doing research. And he researched it, and it said, man, you need to pick a lane. If you want to be successful at a podcast, you need to pick a topic and dominate that lane. So me and him was just up that night after we had did that show. And he was like, yo, let's do something different, man. Let's pick one topic and go with it. He said, what we always talk about all the time, all the fellas, we always talk about hogs all year long, from football and basketball. And he was like, let's just do that. I was like, say less. He was like, what you want to call it? So we completely formed everything right then. Boom. The next day we started doing it. We was recording shows, and people don't see us getting it out the mud, man. We was getting it literally out of the mud. And it just pains me to say we was begging for people to say we were begging for stuff. Because OD and myself, we talked about it today. People didn't see us getting it out of the mud. The things that OD had to learn to try to get the technical stuff together because it was double audio. We couldn't figure that out. We were up at 2 o'clock in the morning doing test runs on a recorded video just to release it the next day. We did that over and over and over and over and over again for months. And then OD started saying, man, you know what, man? I think I found a way to go live, man. He said, I ain't for sure I can perfect it. So he said, so we did a couple of little test runs one time. And he was like, well, it looked pretty good. And so we did it a couple of times, you know, just messing with it. And one day we was getting ready to record. And I was like, yo, bro, I said, man, why we keep doing this? The live shows, you don't have to do all this editing. You don't have to do this. It's so much quicker. He was like, nah, bro, we not ready. I said, nigga, we ready. Let's do it. And we've been doing it live ever since. So it hurts me. It upsets me when I see people talking about we beg for stuff, because we never beg for anything. We just some couple of bros, man, that love talking about Razorbacks. And we created something for y'all, man, and we love it. That's cool. So we appreciate it. And y'all keep doing what you're doing. But what we want you guys to do is we want you guys to experience peace of mind with Insurance Max. These guys are your one-stop shop for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. So don't wait. Call today for a free, no-obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max. It's where protection meets affordability. You guys can call Wes, Caleb, or Sandy right now, and you guys can safeguard what matters to you the most. That number is 870-534-2823. Again, that number is 870-534-2823. And are you in Central or Southern Arkansas and you're looking to find your dream home or to sell your property? Well, look no further than RE/MAX Platinum. It's where client satisfaction is their top priority. So whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Melody and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. You guys ready to take that next step? Contact Melody. That number is 501-366-4407. Again, that number is 501-366-4407. And you guys can let RE/MAX Platinum turn your real estate dreams into a reality. And we're going to give a love to the OGs. That's 3M Electric. These guys are an electrical contractor serving Northwest Arkansas, and they do both commercial and electrical contracting. These guys are an SDVOSB. Now, what is that? That's a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. These guys are both reliable and dependable with no job being too big or too small. So when it comes to all of your electrical needs, give 3M Electric a call. That number is 479-408-9865. Again, that number is 479-408-9865. And I know y'all living in Arkansas or somewhere else. Do you have mosquitoes or other bugs that's ruining your outdoor fun? Texan Mosquito System has the solution for you. They have a fully automated mosquito misting system that's designed to keep your property bug and mosquito free year round. So whether it's your home or your business, these professionally designed and installed systems are here to make sure that you can enjoy your outdoor spaces without any pesky interruptions. Texan Mosquito Systems can facilitate any aspect of that system. They don't care where you live. You can give them a call. That number is 713-344-1984. Again, that number is 713-344-1984. Or you can shoot them an DM over there on Instagram at Texan Mosquito Systems. You guys can get yourself a free yard evaluation and you can reclaim your outdoor spaces. And whenever you call them, you let them know that you heard it over here in the barbershop. The Woo Pig Podcast. Man, we appreciate y'all coming in here kicking it with these fools, man. Hey, man, we lost again. Y'all already know how it go. But hey, we gonna be back Tuesday, I think. Maybe we may forego Tuesday because there's a lot still going on. But we gonna be somewhere. But look here, you know what we like to say in the barbershop. Hey, I said what I said, baby.
Oh my God.
And we have.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig Podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G Holmes, it's the bad. Big sexy.